So what's this game?
Slayer Z Terminal Aftermath or something?
You don't even know what game it is?
I don't know. It's something like that. The name's not important.
Here is some music hundreds of years
Oh, Eminem.
old.
Is that Eminem?
Yeah,
When
actually.
maidens
His
were
name is
fair
Zane.
and knights were bold.
His name is Zane?
Yeah.
Whoa, Zane. If you keep doing moves like that, I might let you
Go out with me.
Zane.
Your hack blood power?
Is anything more than
There's exposition.
is anything more than 3 dots still called ellipses?
I think it
I think
is.
Or is ellipses just only specifically 3?
I think it's only 3.
So 4 dots makes
Well,
ellipses
4 dots
plus
is
1?
just grammatically incorrect.
Yeah, I don't think 4 is like
Anything.
Why did we decide 3 then?
Well, what's 5?
Nothing.
because of the
What's
3
6?
fates.
2 ellipses. What?
Well, why can't 4 be an ellipses and a period?
Because it's just, I mean, it is, but it's just incorrect. But 2 is just 2 periods. So everything is either an ellipses or a period or a combination of the 2.
Does an ellipses end a sentence the way
So it's like
a period
Morse
does?
code.
Yes, yeah.
Does it?
I think so. I've seen stuff end with a.
I think you can, but I don't think it does.
There's 4
Have
and then there's
to.
5.
I must fight.
Well, yeah.
I don't care.
Holy shit. Oh my crap.
Dude, Eminem he has a flat top.
He had a major
In
glow
real
up.
life?
Yeah. Eminem had a major glow up.
Here he is.
Did you see that Eminem is doing one more album and then he's done?
Really?
Yeah, okay. So this is
The new album is
stupidest thing
called
ever.
D-Shelled.
He made his profile picture on all social media platforms the like Apple emoji of a rabbit wearing a top hat. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's because he's B-Rabbit and he's going to disappear like a magician."
like a hat trick.
Whoa, what is this, Dune?
It's actually Chex Quest.
It's Dune 2.
It's Black Ops 2.
What is that?
I didn't know that was a
This must be. Is this made on the Doom engine? Because it looks like Doom.
I
made
don't know
on
if
the
it's
DS.
on the Dune engine, but it's definitely,
You mean the Doom engine. You said
Yeah.
Dune.
That's almost the Chinese flip-off.
This looks exactly like Doom.
What a lame baby.
When did this game come out?
like a year or 2 ago.
No way.
Yeah.
It was a stylistic choice to make it look like this.
Well, that's why I asked, because like that's actually possible.
Yeah.
But did it actually come out?
Yeah.
A year ago?
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are lying.
I'm dead serious.
I would not joke about video games.
The Glass Blaster. Really good.
Really good. Doesn't take it.
I can't. It's just a little thing that shows
Look.
you.
Press
it's
Y
like,
to look.
It's like, look what's in the game.
Look what we got.
The ass disaster.
The ass disaster. The double pistols.
You already got that, dude. Hey.
Elijah, what is one of the... You were a notary, correct? Or you
Yeah.
still are?
Yep.
What was one of the most, like, significant or, like, one of the documents that you notarized that you're like... Was there any? Was there any ones of note that you can think of? I mentioned it because I have one, but I'll let you go first if you can think
I
of
can't think of anything specifically.
because today I notarized a document for a woman, an older woman, and she, it was basically like I asked her, I was like, what is this? She's like, it's like basically an affidavit of workman's compensation for her husband that was killed while she was on the job, while the husband was on the job. And it's like, oh, geez, okay. And I'm like, okay, so what is this document saying? She's like, basically, it's just I get his workman's comp as long as I don't remarry or get in another relationship. And I was like, what? I didn't say it, but in my head, I was like, what a weird stipulation. Like, how can you prove that you're not in a relationship?
Right.
I didn't
Don't get in a... Because, like, I know, like, alimony is... Like, if you remarry, then the alimony stops.
Yeah.
And, like, I know... I've worked with people who, like, got divorced a long time ago and got alimony from their ex-husband.
Yeah.
And then found another person, but decided to never remarry so that
Because
they
they
can
kept
continue
getting paid.
to
Yeah.
get the alimony.
That's crazy. But that's not even the kicker. The craziest thing was I looked at the document, and well, like as you should as a notary.
Of course.
And I looked at the document, and at the top it was like it was for New York, and then the date said September 11th, 2001.
Oh my god.
So her husband died in the 9/11 in the September 11th attacks. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, I didn't say that right in front of her face, but I was like,
You're
holy
like,
wow.
shit, crap.
That sucks.
I was like, oh my god.
Did he actually die in the attacks, or
You
was
said,
it like
you said, hey, I
unrelated?
always ask this of my clients. Do you remember where you were on 9/11?
I bet your husband doesn't.
It's part of the notary process. No, I didn't. I didn't inquire further because it's a kind of a sad subject.
This guy just gave him like a legendary item, and his response was, "Cool, thanks, man."
Yeah, that's classic Eminem.
It sounds like something
He doesn't
TJ
care
would
about
say.
anything. He's B-Rabbit.
Whoa.
He's Brabbit.
He's Brabbit.
I think he's actually closer to TJ than we give him credit for.
Who,
I am
Eminem?
your dad?
Or
Zane.
our main character here,
Zane.
or both, yeah.
I think Zane is Eminem. His name starts with a Z, but he has an S on his jacket.
I think it's the S blade.
For Seminem.
He's lefty. That's cringe.
Oh, Energy Sword Sunday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, but it's an S for Sunday.
I regret to inform any lefties that are listening. I mean, I'm glad you're listening, but unfortunately, you will be burning in hell for all of eternity because that is the devil's hand. I'm sorry.
Lefties do
Is that
scare me.
real?
They freak me out. When I
Yeah.
see someone like start writing with their left hand, I'm like, well, what is wrong with
You're a little bit backwards.
Back in the older days, like I don't know, 50 years ago, in Catholic schools, the nuns would whack you if you use your left hand to write with. I'm not kidding.
They
That's
would
serious.
wrap
Whack
you
you
upon the knuckles,
They'd wrap upon your knuckles with a ruler
and they whack you off.
and force you. Yeah, and then they'd force you to write with your right hand instead.
Wow. He was there.
I happened.
Yeah, I went to Catholic school, and I got jacked off by the nuns all the time for being a lefty. And now I hate lefties because of that experience. Because of all the
scared
times
Because I used to be
that
one.
I busted a nut.
Dude, come on.
Okay, I'm sorry. That I busted a crap.
Dude.
That I crapped a
better.
nut.
Do you want to hear something really funny?
Yes, finally.
So, I was going to hang out with Josh, not the one in the room, the other Josh,
We won't speak of him.
on,
dare
on
you.
Saturday night, because he had an opening shift at his job where he makes cookies. And what ended up happening was he
Call him
called
Cookie
me.
Josh.
He
Cookie
called
Josh.
me at
Just
noon.
kidding. It's Jersey Mike's.
He called me at noon and said that he couldn't hang out because he got called in to work on another location where he had to close because someone called up because they got a boob job.
They called out because they got a boob job?
they got a
Like,
boob
so
job the day
spontaneously.
They got
Right.
no, they got one the day before and thought that they could just go back into work with fresh titties the next day, and realized,
Can't come into work,
oh,
boss. My boobs are too big.
Yeah, surgery hurts. So, yeah, really funny. He was really pissed off about it. And I was laughing at him.
One thing I think we should abolish as a country is
Boob jobs.
breast reduction.
Yeah, how dare we let women be comfortable?
Yeah, it's not right.
Boobs are for us, not for them.
Finally,
Another great
some
thing that
like-minded
happened
individual.
Is, this friend Josh, he is gay, and he was telling
Cookie
me about
Josh.
how
Cookie Josh.
Cookie
Bo-
Josh
well,
is
both
gay.
Joshes are gay in their own way. No! And he was telling me about his new coworker, who she's like has an angular face and is really small. So he's like, yeah, I call her Pixie, and I started laughing at it. He's like, what's so funny? I was like, oh, she's funny, like the Pixie working with the fairy. And he tried to be like stone faced about it and get mad at me, but then he started dying laughing, probably because he was high. But which, by the way, is his natural state of being. So
Yeah, Cookie Josh is always high.
yeah.
I thought at first you said ungulate face, and I was thinking of a like a deer or like an antelope.
An ungulate?
What is that?
It's a
like-
type of animal.
Like, what's her name? Anya
Or a giraffe, I think. Is it a giraffe?
I have no idea what you're talking
I don't know
about,
what
dude.
an ungulate is. I think it's giraffes.
Ungulate?
Why do you flip things off after you kill them?
It's funny. Are these good guys? Nope.
You flip them off with the crap finger.
You say crap you.
Oh, I was right. Ungulates are like giraffe, bison, camel, elk, zebra.
How did you learn that word? That's such
For
an interesting word.
For some reason, killer whales too.
Bison, camel, and zebra
Wait.
are all related.
And
rhino.
killer whales?
And rhino and
What-
tapirs.
okay, what's
just
the,
ra-
what's the common denominator? You're just naming every animal.
Wikipedia.
Hey, I don't mean to be
Yeah, but what does
political,
ungulate
but
mean?
Um,
What's the common denominator?
Don't forget
You can't just take a random group of animals and just call it ungulate.
Oh, yeah?
Their ungulates are members of the diverse clade Ungulata, true ungulates, which
okay.
primarily consist of large mammals with hooves.
Okay, but killer whales don't have hooves.
Yeah, that's
Or do they?
There's a plot hole.
Ding, ding.
Is that the Roadhog gun?
Easy. Push off. Say bacon one more time.
cetaceans such as whales, dolphins, and porpoises are also classified as artiodactyls.
You're just adding words.
And not,
I think you're reading like a fan fiction.
although they do not have hooves.
That reminds me of this one time Anthony and I were talking about Homestuck, and I was like, I forgot about like what happened in a lot of it. So I was like reading like the wiki page for this one character, and Homestuck gets like kind of crazy. So I was just like, there's this one character and talking about like her affiliations, and then like it was like the Chinese Communist Party or whatever. And I was like, okay, like I know there's like real world stuff, and you know I kept reading, and then it was like. Yeah, and then her, Mike Myers, and Barney all teamed up. I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized it was on like the fan fiction wiki. I was like,
I
what the
hate that. There's a
I spent like 20 minutes reading this wiki, and I was like, man, like this got crazy. Like I don't remember any of this.
there's a Family Guy fanfic wiki, and a lot of times when you Google a character, the fanfic wiki will come up first, and it's so frustrating because, or not even just a character, an episode, or like anything, like the fanfic wiki will come up first, and it's it's just slightly different than reality. So sometimes you get sucked in, and then you're like,
That's how
you're
I
like,
wish
I don't
reality
remember
was.
that one little thing, and so you click on that one little thing that they made up, and then it takes you down this rabbit hole until you're like, I'm reading this alternate reality of Family Guy, and I'm like, what is all this?
Wikis are largely awful.
Yeah.
They're largely and chargely.
I tried to edit the Family Guy wiki one time. Not the Family Guy, the VeggieTales wiki one time. I'm trying to remember exactly
About that toaster?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember exactly what I wrote about it, but actually, no, I can find it, because you can look at, like, edited
Edit history,
versions.
yeah.
Let me find what I actually wrote, because I thought it was really funny. Because I'm just kind of I'm kind of a silly, funny guy.
Yeah, you know, I agree.
That adds up.
Let me find this silly.
You
funny
do
thing
you
that
do
I
a little YouTubing after all.
Do a little quadrupling.
That was crazy.
Right, where is it? Here it is. I wrote. So there was this character in VeggieTales called Coucho the Toaster.
That's real?
Yeah, so he was originally going to be in VeggieTales, and he shows up in some of like the promotional materials from like really early VeggieTales, but he was never actually in it.
That looks exactly like TJ.
Looks like a Luke.
But let me see. Yeah, so I'm just going to read the
looks
version
like
of the
me.
article that I wrote. Coucho is a scrapped character from VeggieTales. He is a dark-colored toaster and is only seen in a 1993 Christian magazine advertisement of the show that promoted the series premiere. He was scrapped from appearing in the show because the character proved to be too hard to animate with the limited CG technology at the time. He was also quickly deemed to be too malevolent, deviant, and aggressive for kids, and Phil Vischer was worried children may attempt to imitate Coucho's darkly morbid behavior.
Darkly morbid.
He was aggressive.
You're criticizing Elijah.
Yeah, that was my writing.
It's just interesting.
It's just interesting.
It just caught my eye.
I tried to make it sound like because I put that in quotes from Phil Vischer, so I was trying to make it sound like something that a person might actually say. And it stayed like
What
that
did the
for, like,
toaster do?
a day
real
or two.
human being said, "Darkly morbid."
Yeah,
I believe it.
Darkly morbidly obese.
but apparently there are people like monitoring the VeggieTales wiki, which is crazy.
Are
to
you
me.
surprised?
A little bit,
Really?
a little bit, yeah.
I would love to be like a Wikipedia guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like apparently they get cool little rewards and stuff.
Yeah, they have like their whole little community of like inside like the behind the scenes of Wikipedia. Like they all know
Yeah.
each other and stuff.
If you get, I think it's if you do 1,000 edits, you get like a trophy. I don't know how. I know it goes up like the YouTube play button, but I don't know how.
Back when I was more invested in TF2 than I am now, when I really liked TF2, I still do, but when I played it more, I should say, they came out with a TF2 has its own wiki. Team Fortress 2 for the uninitiated. They have their own wiki, and Valve, the creators of TF2, created a official like wiki hat that if like you're an active member in the wiki and you like edit enough articles, you would get a cool hat, in-game hat, and it comes like its own like shiny effect or whatever. And I wanted that so bad, and I couldn't even figure out like how, like I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do the wiki like process. I was either too young or too stupid or both. But yeah, you need to get an account, have any of your posts or edits like approved. It's a like strenuous process of editing like stuff like that. And first of all, having like the knowledge of like why would you even edit something? It's like I can't
right.
just
You can't
edit,
just like make something up for no reason and
and be like the creator said so. You know what I mean?
right.
Or just like put it in like cliff notes, just put like fart balls in the cliff notes or something. And it's like, yeah, see, that was I did edits. See, there's one.
That's my fart balls right there.
That's fart balls. That's
me.
I did that.
Fart balls, Tony.
Put that on the total. Yeah, you need. I forget. It was like you have to be like one of the top contributors to the wiki. I was like, I'll never make those numbers.
Unrelated, but the other day I was with my cousin. We were talking about movies that like hadn't really aged well or whatever, and I forget which one I brought up. Not important, but he was like, "Yeah, you know what movie I watched today and also kind of sucks." And I was like, "What?" It's like Shrek. I was like,
He said Shrek sucks.
yeah. I was
I
like,
literally just watched Shrek like 2 weeks ago. And
he's like,
it's
yeah,
still great.
the like dialogue's like kind of awkward, and I was just like, I don't.
You are alone.
I like did not want to like. I
let's change the subject.
Yeah, just
I'm
like-
getting nervous.
I kept just like bringing up like funny scenes. I was like, come on, like it's so good.
Yeah. Speaking of Shrek, I watched Batman Returns the other night.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of Shrek.
yeah, no, it is related.
Okay.
The segue is real. I watched Batman Returns the other night, and first of all, I'd never seen Batman Returns before, and that movie's really good, and
Yeah.
I'm really upset that we didn't get a third Tim Burton Batman movie, but
Is that that's not the bad credit card one, is it?
no,
The what?
Bat Credit Card.
That's the George Clooney one.
yeah, that's Batman and Robin.
Bad credit card.
But I highly recommend Batman Returns because it's really good. But one of the main villains of the movie is this businessman, and his last name is Shrek. And I don't know if he's like a character from the comics. I assume he is. I forget what his first name is. It's like Martin or something. His name's like Martin Shrek.
Donkey Shrek.
Classic Batman villain, Donkey Shrek. But they refer to him as Shrek throughout the they call people by their last name,
Yeah.
So they refer to this bad guy as Shrek, and they're like, watch out for Shrek.
Watch out for his roar.
It just makes it so funny to watch.
Shrek will kill the bat.
Would you say Shrek 1 or 2 is better?
2. I would say 2.
I think I have more fun with 2, especially with the OJ reference.
I don't know. I've seen them each once, and it was a long time
Really?
ago. Yeah.
You should watch Shrek Retold.
I'm really not interested in Shrek at all. I wasn't allowed to watch Shrek till I was 15, 16 years old. So,
And then you were
Well,
like,
you should watch Shrek the Halls.
so
Christmas special.
it's kind of the thing where like you watch it when you're a kid and it has a lot of meaning to you, but then if you don't see it as a kid, then it doesn't really mean anything to you.
when was the last time you saw it? When you were 15?
When I was like 15, 16, yeah.
It's still a good movie.
Only shooting
Yeah,
stars.
I guess so. I just feel like it just doesn't have the same. It's like me, like the fact I also wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. So now if I like go back and watch SpongeBob, it just like doesn't have the same value to me. Even though I can recognize like that it was probably great to watch as a kid and everything, like it just
But
doesn't.
Shrek is great to watch as an adult.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I kind of agree. I see what you're saying, and to an extent, I should say. I agree that like with the SpongeBob thing, was that just an onion calendar? What the fuck is that?
don't. What the crap was that?
What the crap was that? Anyway, sorry. To an extent, I agree that it's potatoes.
Potatoes.
Those are potatoes.
1998 potatoes.
To an extent, I agree that it's kind of like if it's part of your childhood, it means a lot more to you. I think Shrek is a bit different because it more so has what's the phrase, or like what's a way I could put it?
It has dark humor.
I don't want to say dark humor, but it has
Darkly
more,
morbid.
It has more of like value to an adult, I guess you could say, than like a kid show like SpongeBob, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I just don't have any like desire to like watch Shrek at this point in my life.
Okay, well, you see what fucking happens when Genevieve watches Shrek, and you're gonna love it.
I'll see what crapping happens.
You'll see what crapping happens.
She's gonna say ass, and you're gonna be like, "Where did you learn that word?"
No,
And
she's
you're like,
gonna
"Oh,
say
wouldn't
crap.
you like to know?" Is
Like
this piles
crapping.
of crap?
Yes.
Yep, that's one big pile of crap.
It's the bonus crap.
Well, I gotta save my ass.
You're gonna save
that
my
one is
crap,
so
guys. Come on, we're failing at the crap rule tonight.
My usage of the word ass was like the literal like sense of,
I know, donkey, Bleh, a donkey Shrek.
you are just a hater of Shrek.
Sorry, I broke your stuff and pooped. Wrong house. Forgive me. Damn.
Pacifico.
What kind of a psycho would write that?
Whoa, that's like, whoa.
Whoa, that's like, whoa.
Oh my god.
Home Sweet Home. 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
In terms of sequels that are just better than the original, do we want to talk about Son of Mask?
That baby looks like Elijah.
I've been told that I look like the guy who plays Loki in that movie.
I think you look like the baby. Like you as a baby is what that baby looks like.
I doubt it. That
think so.
picture of that guy looks just like my brother-in-law. That's
Your
what
brother-in-law looks like a fruit.
that's what my brother-in-law looks like. He's a general contractor
Is he the
now.
one that you hate?
I don't hate any of my brothers-in-law.
What? You said you said one of your brother-in-law was really annoying.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Remember?
You told me that in confidence.
No, I don't. I
Holy
like.
shit.
I only have 1, 2, 3 brothers-in-law, and I like them
Remember
all.
you thought it was really annoying, and you had that group chat, and you sent the Goodfellas scene, like the screenshot.
Oh no, that's my sister's boyfriend. Yeah, I don't even think about him. Yeah, he's not my brother-in-law.
Aren't
because
you?
they're
Isn't
just
she getting
dating.
married to him?
Yet.
No, they're not engaged.
What?
Yet.
Yes.
Oh, he was just part of the party.
Yeah, we were just saying like, you know,
This guy sucks.
like he was going to be at
That
the
level
wedding
took you
that we were
21
talking about.
hours?
Yeah.
He was going to be
Whoa.
at the wedding that we were talking about. So we were like, oh, you know, he shows up.
Let's fucking kill
Let's
that guy.
let's murder that guy.
crap
Let's
and
crap and kill that
She actually
cousin.
She actually bought a house with him and moved to New Hampshire.
Let's crapping kill him.
That's what Elijah wants to do.
I would love to move to New Hampshire, but I would need a job up there, and I don't have one.
I'd love to move to New Hampshire without my wife.
Just me alone.
No damn
Have
wife.
the
or
Elijah
damn
house
baby.
and the wife house.
That is another instance of us saying something in sync, and it's just going to sound so cool when
The
it's...
Rob Dyrdek's fetish factory effect.
Wait, who said something in sync?
Me and Anthony both said just me alone.
Just me alone.
Anthony's playing now, by the way.
Whoa, this is the Matrix.
I just get,
Zuko alone.
I get really mad at technology.
I've been talking about it a lot in the group chat, but I love Men in Black. That movie
Why?
is so solid. Like, it's just so...
Why do you keep using that adjective, solid?
I don't know.
It's
Now I'm
not
self-conscious
good.
about it.
What?
Now he
I'm
can never say.
self-conscious. Yeah, I can't say solid anymore.
Now he can
Yeah,
never
but
say
only
solid.
with
Just
Men in
like
Black.
me, I'm
Liquid
never.
gas and hard stuff. Thanks a
like-
lot, asshole.
Just like me, I'm never allowed to say substantially anymore because of Josh.
Hey, I was just displaying the facts.
It's just like...
Now I say significantly instead.
You type out substantially and then delete it.
Since then, I have multiple times typed out the word substantially and then replaced it with the word significantly instead.
So like,
Just trying to expand your lexicon.
I've seen all the Men in Black movies like once, and then well, except for the first one, which I rewatched. But I watched some scenes from the second movie, and I don't know if you guys remember anything about any of those movies.
I've seen the first one a few times.
The second movie is so like inappropriate, like out of nowhere. There's
Ow.
a guy named like the Balsakian. And
No,
his
the
whole thing is-
Balchinian.
Yeah, Balchinian. Why?
Because it's epic.
There's
it's
like
funny.
They go to like a porno store.
Does the second one have Chris Hemsworth?
No, that's the fourth one.
Oh, I didn't
good
know
one.
that. There's that many of them?
That's the
Yeah.
good one.
The first two came out like a long time ago, like early 2000s.
Yeah, and they suck.
Well, the first one was 1996.
Right, and the second one was like 2001 or 2002 or something.
Yeah,
And then the third one wasn't until
like 2010.
yeah, I think it might have even been after that, like 2012 or something. And then
I remember as a kid, because Josh Brolin played the young Tommy Lee Jones, and just being like, "Wow, they did a great makeup job." It's like, you got the glass blaster.
Men in Black. We already had the glass blaster.
Oh shit! Poop, urine, diarrhea, spit, vomit, and other.
diarrhea is not even spelled right. Why is diarrhea spelled
Nothing in this
wrong?
game is spelled right.
Overlord.
Diarrhea.
No, but
Overlord.
This is overload.
Overlord.
are those poop monsters?
They look like it.
Oh, it's a shotgun.
You better get
Stop
closer
wasting.
Sorry.
It's okay.
then. I will forgive you. You know, I was also thinking as I was watching Batman Returns.
That you wish you were watching Men in Black instead?
No, I was thinking that there are a lot of actors that like we consider great actors, partially because of how they like totally like become their character, like really lose themselves in a role, whether that's like, you know, even changing things about themselves, like gaining or losing weight, or like changing their voice, or like all that kind of stuff where they just like become someone else. And we consider them great actors because of that. But then there's also people who just do none of that, and they're just exactly the same, especially if they have like a specific way of like talking or a very specific look to them. They're just exactly the same in every single thing they're in, like Christopher Walken, who is considered a great actor but is always just Christopher Walken in everything he's in.
He's typecast as Christopher Walken.
Right, but he's still a great actor because
Right.
he's still believable. You still believe that he's in that universe. He's just Christopher Walken in that universe.
Right, right.
And it makes you wonder why those other stupid actors go through all that extra stuff.
Just become Christopher Walken.
Just be yourself.
Just be Christopher Walken. You can be anyone you want. Don't be yourself. Be Chris.
But it's so funny. The funniest thing about Batman Returns is that I don't remember who plays the son, but so Christopher Walken is in Batman Returns.
Yeah.
He plays Shrek, actually. And his son, I don't remember who plays him, but whoever plays his son is attempting to basically do a Christopher Walken impression throughout the entire movie, so that he like seems more like Christopher Walken's son, I guess. And that's one part that was not good.
I'm him, but smaller.
Basically, yeah.
I am your son,
Dad, run!
Dad.
The Bat.
Shrek. Let's get out of here.
His name's Shrek too, though. They're both named
I was gonna
Shrek.
say.
Oh, he's
I'm gonna
Shrek?
done with my bit. He's gonna say, "Okay, Shrek Junior."
Junior.
Shrek Junior.
Shrek.
I don't know if I talked about this on Had Kraken, but when I went to see Dune 2 with Anthony and Autumn, when Christopher Walken showed up on screen like the second time in the movie, they both just started like laughing, like having a giggle fit to themselves, and I just got assaulted on both. Like they just went, Christopher Walken, and then Anthony went, Paul Atreides.
I just went,
both at a volume that was too loud for being in a theater.
Mine was quiet. Mine was
You
exactly
were
like,
louder than you thought you were.
Mine was exactly like this.
Atreides.
Yeah, we just spoke right to the mic, so it's gonna
The worm.
the worm.
Wide the worm.
I think I'm going the wrong way.
No.
You mean crap?
Crap. I mean, the sewer.
There's a lot of poo-poo here.
This game is stinky and yucky.
It's like
But it's also
Goosebumps.
really funny to watch Batman Returns now because Danny DeVito plays the Penguin.
Oh yeah.
And the whole time you're watching it, all as an Always Sunny fan, it just looks like Frank Reynolds because he's doing this like funny, like exaggerated, like grimy voice the whole time, and it sounds like something like a voice that Frank Reynolds would do. So the whole time you're watching, it just looks like Frank like moved down to the sewers and became Penguin Man.
Which I mean is not out of character for him.
Right, and I was also thinking, why haven't they ever done anything like that on It's Always Sunny? Like, why haven't they put him back in that penguin makeup and made it like done like a reference to him as the Penguin? Because
I think
easily.
Always Sunny isn't like a show with referential humor.
Definitely is.
You think so?
Yeah, they've done stuff like that before, haven't they?
I can't think of anything.
Let me think. I gotta think for a second. They've definitely
Your
done something
breadth
like that.
of Always Sunny knowledge is much
Stinky.
farther than mine.
Let me think.
Well, the title is a play on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, right?
That's true. That's true.
I don't think it is.
That's true.
That's true.
True.
I was already over
There's
here.
one that's like on the tip of my tongue that they did. Oh, they did.
That man spider.
No, they did.
Man-spreading?
Oh God. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which was
Oh, Froggy.
no.
Jack Nicholson.
Well, that's
Danny
the original
DeVito's
movie.
in that movie.
Oh, yeah, he is. I forgot.
Yeah, and so they did an episode where he like ends up back in a psych ward, and they do like the whole One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest thing. They actually got the guy who plays the Native American in. Who are you bothering this man taking a crap, dude?
He's very good at defending
He's,
himself.
he's sitting on the
Say,
front.
defending his-
excuse me.
Defending his privacy.
Um,
Oh!
No!
the guy who plays the Native American in the original, they actually got his son to play the Native American part in It's Always Sunny.
Really?
Episode. Yeah.
Is he as big as his dad
Yeah,
is?
he's huge. But they they completely replicate the ending of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Interesting.
So they've done that stuff before, specifically with Danny DeVito.
What the?
Oh,
I'm shitting.
You're kidding me, bro.
You're crapping.
You're kidding me.
You guys
bro.
are so bad at the crap rule.
I don't remember.
What a thrill.
Is this part
Oh my
you just
gosh,
wait?
you are flying.
It's like Portal 2.
This is like when Maui goes into the realm of monsters in Moana. I've been watching Moana a lot.
This is like when
does
in
that?
Portal 2 you fall down the hole.
That I know.
Remember? In Portal
I feel
2?
like
What is the
you're-
realm of monsters?
That's the area with the giant crab.
the areola with the giant
What?
crab.
Oh, under the ocean?
Yeah, they like go up to the top of a mountain and they open it up and he has to jump in and that's how you
see.
get there. But
Shiny!
Am I seeing the end?
I think so.
It's
Yeah.
getting closer. Your little Minecraft
Oh, yeah,
lava
yeah, there
block.
we go.
light at the end of the
What the hell
tunnel.
is that? A toilet? Oh, you're in hell.
Oh my god. All of that just to die? That's crazy, bro.
That's amazing.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, this game, huh?
Guys, can we DoorDash soda?
What are you doing?
It is a game grab, so anyone gets to pick any game
Oh,
at
okay.
any time.
It's a game.
Oh, it's a game grab?
Yeah, we're doing a game
Nice.
grab.
No one told my stupid ass.
No one told my horny ass.
Wait, is this a sequel?
Yeah, it's not as good.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
play
it's
Blinks
really good,
instead.
though.
You should play Blink
You
182.
love Blinks.
Play Blink 182.
All the Blinks fans
Play
are going to be so
Blink
happy.
182.
Is there a button that's
what's
like...
Escapists?
It's
it's one of
stupid.
those games
Oh,
that
is it
takes
stupid?
forever to start.
Takes forever to start.
Yeah, there's like a 4-minute loading screen for every page.
No way.
Oh, what?
Did you see Sakurai released a thing saying he didn't want to add Dolby Atmos or whatever, like surround sound to Kirby Air Ride because it would have added an extra second to the game's loading times. And he was like, when you think about it, if 10,000 players play that, that's 10,000 seconds added, which is just a lot of time. And I was just
10,000
like,
cumulative seconds.
yeah, I was, the like reaction people had to that was a mix of, oh, that's really enlightening, or people were like, that's really dumb.
Right.
like 1 second.
Right.
Like cut out a second of time or have surround sound.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, sometimes that works when you are thinking about cumulative stuff like that. Other times it doesn't make any sense. Because that's a very individual thing.
Yeah.
Who cares how many players are playing it?
Right. It's also a single player game.
Can you think of any other instances of a well, either known or someone who's prolific, not necessarily an auteur, but someone who's very perfectionist in a way, someone who's very detail oriented, that gave a really weird take, or I'll use and I have an example in my head, and it could just be because there's a little bit of a language barrier, but it's the guy who made the Metal Gear games. Wow,
Hideo Kojima.
I can't believe I just blanked on the name. Hideo Kojima. He made a tweet, and he has a Japanese Twitter for where he'll tweet in his native language, and then he also has an English Twitter where he doesn't have anyone translate for him. He tweets everything himself, but English is a second language, and it's not that very good. And he was talking about his history of when he was making the Metal Gear Solid games, and he basically he made a tweet saying he invented the camera. He basically said when I invented the camera, and it changed video games or something. I forget what the exact tweet is, but essentially he was talking about a camera he made for Metal Gear Solid 1. That was one of the first times an item called a camera was in the game where you could use it.
It's kind of sad that there's a lot of mundane items that people will never be able to know who exactly invented it, because who's going to claim the sandwich,
Yeah.
Who will ever know who actually did it the first time? John Sandwich.
Speaking of Twitter, did you see that the other day the official Angry Birds Twitter account retweeted some kid saying that he jacks off to Angry Birds?
They had to release an apology.
Yeah.
What did the apology say?
It was
Sorry?
just
there was
the
an
other day,
retweet.
Someone we accidentally retweeted something inappropriate. We apologize, and then you go to the replies, and it's all just screenshots of the official Angry Birds account.
Someone was
retweeting.
Somebody said, "My eyes saw this. My children's eyes saw this. I want reparations now."
The tweet was so funny too. It was I forget exactly what it said.
But I've been jacking off every day to Angry Birds.
Yeah, it was the first time I saw the red bird. It made me hard, and I had to jerk off. And oh man,
that is funny. But I am such a pessimist when it comes to stuff like that. Where it's I feel like they did it for publicity to make people think about Angry Birds again.
I don't think that they purposely
make people think about Angry Birds.
About jerking off to Angry Birds.
Well, I mean, it's the perfect crime, is it not?
is that perfect?
The perfect crime doesn't have this many repercussions.
Because it generates buzz about something, and it's the official account did it exactly like they said. It was just an accident.
Today we're going to retweet jerk-off tweets.
Well, to my point, we are talking about it now, and people,
yeah, it's true.
People
That's
were
true.
taking screenshots and being yeah, this is a funny meme, and it's okay, when was the last time you thought about Angry Birds? Probably the Angry Birds movie, maybe?
When Elijah started playing it again for no reason.
That's true.
Yeah, he did.
I did go through and play the entirety of the original Angry Birds and get 3 stars on every single level.
Angry Birds marketing loves Elijah.
It was last year or the year before that. Yeah.
You are the outlier, I would say.
Yeah.
I'd say he's the average consumer.
And he did that because of that tweet, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. He foresaw it.
I saw that coming from a mile away.
When his child was born, she spoke to him. Angry Bird jack-off tweet.
There were a
Yes,
few
my
levels that
daughter.
are really hard. I was stuck on for weeks at a time trying to get 3 stars on them.
Yeah, I tried doing... after you started doing it, I started doing it. And
Oh, really?
I stopped for the same reason.
Cumulative weeks.
Well, no,
You didn't stop.
I finished it. Yeah,
but I
did
stopped
it.
because I was I am not
spell cumulative without cum.
enlative, superlative. Think about that.
I'm taking a drink.
You're so 2000 and lative. Oh, look, Anthony doesn't need a sody because he brought himself a nice little tea.
Blackberry.
How about that?
I'm seriously about to leave Hat Kraken and go pick up a 12-pack of soda and come back.
Stop!
Hat Kraken is the name of this establishment. You're doxing us.
Portal doesn't work in the elevator. Don't you know that?
Oh, I just
There's a
wanted
way
to
to
see
make it work,
blue
but Josh
confetti.
isn't advanced enough.
I'm so glad that we don't have the sound on so we don't have to listen to bitch-ass Wheatley.
This is not.
This is Portal 1.
In Portal 1, Wheatley is your gun.
You mean
true.
crap?
Gladys.
crap, Wheatley.
Crap,
Wheatley.
Gladys.
Oh, who is that over there? Who is that over there?
Who the heck is that? You should shoot them. Shoot that person.
I'm glad that they made Chell less ugly in Portal 2.
Hey.
Let's move on.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh.
Evil, good, mythical morning. Let's
Remember
not
when they
talk
made
about that.
Lara Croft more ugly when they shrunk her boobies?
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
I'm glad you brought this up. Whoa, what happened?
Dude,
What did you do?
Oh, it's part of my speedrun strategy?
dude.
It is? Did you do that on purpose?
I think they actually do
I
something
refuse to
similar
answer
to this
that.
in the speedrun strategy. You're supposed to clip
Yeah,
to
they
the
always
elevator.
clip through
Okay.
stuff. Those
Well, I'm an amateur.
Portal speedruns are crazy. They literally clip through everything. I don't think they play a single level.
Can you
They
press
just-
B to crouch?
Oh, I got a portal.
No, you just need another one. But you only have blue, so... Alright, time for the next grab game.
What is
you-
this?
Alright, this is admitting a death.
Have you...
Okay, I died.
Oh, he died.
Oh,
It's
you're
my turn
inside the wall too?
now. Great. This is awesome.
Can you jump?
Go to the other
Oh,
load.
you're
Oh.
higher up.
Am I?
This is the type of content you only get with Hat Kraken. This is a glitch that has never been seen before.
I'm sure it has.
Really?
I think the entirety of Portal has been glitched.
No.
Try that other save.
That was the first.
There was
test.
2 autosaves.
No.
Here's the Hideo Kojima tweet where he says he created the camera. He says, I came up with the idea called Camera and Metal Gear Solid 1, 1998. I thought it'd be effective having the items like sniper rifle, remote control missile, and camera. If we could switch the camera POV from third-person view, if the game world can all exist in 3D. Did you get all that?
I don't understand.
Did you get all that?
The first sentence is all that matters. I came up...
Can I not shoot orange portals yet?
I came up with the idea called Camera.
He's awesome.
He's right.
In MGS1.
And who came up with sandwich?
I hope
Earl
all of our
of
viewers are
Sandwich.
getting motion sick right now.
They're getting... that sound confused me. So much.
They
Sound like
programmed
surround
Shell to
sound.
get motion sickness.
Haha, fall off the wall, idiot.
Oh, okay.
This
it's
guy's
not heavy
played
enough.
before. Fun fact, the developer commentary in this test chamber says that everybody laughed at the music joke.
But we mustn't be careless.
Oh wait, I'm talking about something
Or
in
is it
Portal
Get
2.
Careless?
Forget I said that. There's no music joke.
The freeform jazz or whatever it is.
Yeah.
How do I pick
X.
stuff up?
Square.
I had it right. It's but we mustn't be careless. Only video game fans will know that quote.
Oh, the Stanley Parable?
All the video game fans who knows what that's from
Who
commented.
Also, you know what's really... I mentioned motion sickness a minute ago. You know what's really common when you're in, like meetings at work and stuff, like where someone's sharing their screen?
Yeah.
Or if someone's, presenting, anytime someone is on a screen and they're scrolling, they always apologize if it makes anyone motion sick. And I'm like, do people actually get motion sickness from, scrolling on a screen? Because I've never actually heard of someone getting motion sickness.
Some people just don't scroll at all and have huge monitors that let them see everything at the same
Right.
time.
I don't know why. When you said huge, I thought you were gonna say boobs. I don't know why.
I was, and I thought better of it. It's behind you.
Totally
Oh,
unrelated.
there we go.
But the other day, this Doctor Doom comic came out, and it's just like one issue.
Doctor of Doom.
Yeah, Doctor of Doom. And I wanted to get a copy, but it's apparently really hard to get a hold of, just because it's every once in a while a comic will come out where like social media talks about how good it is, so it causes other people to want to buy it. And so I called 5 different comic stores and none of them had it. And
Move that box out of the way.
I finally I called this one place, and the guy answered, and he said, "Oh, let me check." He's like, "Oh yeah, we got 2 left." So I was like, "Oh, perfect. I'll be by within the hour." He's like, "Yep, I'll see you then." So I drive there, and it's like 35-40 minutes away, and I get there, and the only guy working there is an old coworker of mine from my first job. I was like, "Oh, Kyle, what the hell?" I was like, "How you doing?" He's like, "John, what's going on?" We like talked for a bit, and I said, "So where's the comics?" He's like, "Oh, it's over by there." And so I walked to where he pointed, and there was just an empty spot where one of the new comics would have been, and I was like, like there? And he goes, "Oh shit, I didn't think it would sell out." And I was just like,
You didn't put it aside after you asked him?
Yeah, seriously. And I also meant to clarify, he was the one that answered the phone. And so I didn't know what to do because I didn't want to let on that I was more upset than I actually. I mean, I was upset, but I didn't want to be very apparent about it, even though he could tell I was disappointed. And he's like, "Oh, let me check out back," and he didn't find anything.
Sure enough,
back.
there wasn't any.
Yeah, sure enough. So I was like, okay. So I fake perused the store.
You fake dapped him up and fake left.
Yeah, seriously, and you know because I didn't want to just leave and like storm out.
That would have been so funny.
But
stomping your feet like a toddler.
He ended up calling every single person that had reserved the comic, which was like 7 people, and asking them if they still wanted it. And
all of them did.
At the 7th person, they didn't want it. They were like, "Oh no, it's okay. You can get rid of it." And I was
so you were able to get it?
Yeah, I was able to get it.
Wow,
it's a happy ending.
story.
Good on him for going the extra mile.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he felt really bad because he was directly responsible for me driving all the way to get something that wasn't there.
True, but he didn't have to call all those people and do that for you.
True. But he disappointed me twice, so I don't know.
Yeah, kill him.
Kill him.
Yeah, let's murder him. Okay, let's do our first hat Kraken murder.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's do a B&E.
What, bacon and eggs?
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs?
Bacon and
Bacon and
eggs.
eggs?
Okay, guys, let's start a new segment.
Hat Kraken murder.
We don't all have to do it, but let's start a new segment called I don't want to get hit by that.
That's a weird segment.
Pass. Don't want to do that one.
Oh man, I have to.
Can I try again?
Oh
You're gonna
god.
die.
John brings us back to the first game.
Don't. Just keep playing Portal.
Okay, we got to start a new segment.
A new
called Cringe Corner.
Okay.
And
Did
basically,
Shane put you up to this?
Nope. Actually, I was thinking of you, Anthony.
Okay.
Because you love cringe.
Because you just love cringe so much.
Yeah.
So Cringe Corner is if you experience something throughout the week and it's like cringe, a person or an experience or something.
Person, place, thing, or
person,
idea.
place, thing, or idea that is cringe, then we have a specific segment called Cringe Corner where you get to share that thing and why it's cringe.
I wasn't prepared for Cringe Corner.
Neither was anyone,
Yeah,
because I just came up with it like a couple hours ago. I was like, oh, we should do that. And then
And it's comfy because you're in a corner.
exactly. If you think one, you can be like, oh, I have a cringe corner this week, and then we'll do the
you
cringe
have
corner.
an example?
Of a cringe corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife said she loves me.
Mine
Subscribe
this week,
for that.
The cringe corner idea. That's my cringe corner.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Oh,
He's
so
right
cringe.
here.
He's right here.
My face is scrunching just thinking of it.
My face.
I ate a lemon. Imagine that.
Yes, I will take that controller.
John is God Gamer.
Ah, yes. I didn't want to play Portal anyway.
Thank God.
I mean, you had the option to shut up.
You told me not to.
You never listen to me. Ben and Black Theater. What is this? What is that?
I've never played it.
What is it?
And you never will.
It's Dark Souls if
Oh, not another Souls-like. We
it's
love
Dark
the crab
Souls if he
game.
holy.
8, huh?
So long it's going to take for this to load.
It doesn't feel like 16 minutes.
Oh, we don't have to worry about
Worry about what?
time.
If it gets to an hour, we can just keep going.
Oh.
We're using OBS now.
Oh.
BS.
Obviously not a Christian either.
Oh.
First.
Wow.
Obviously not a
That quote came perfectly with the Blasphemous title page. Obviously not a Whoa.
You know what this reminds me of? White privilege, male privilege,
Cis privilege.
Cis privilege.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Causing me to
Game devs, you crap, Lord Dog.
Hey, see, Josh got the crap.
Hey.
The crap rule.
Hey.
How does he move his jaw like that?
How did he do it?
Years and years.
I watched World War Z the other night, and the zombie looked just like that. Like that close up of that one zombie where he like infects himself and figures out that he can like be invisible if you're sick. It zooms in on this one zombie, and his jaw moves just like that.
Years and years of double bubble in high school.
Tell me this. If this
Wait, I'm
is
going to
weird
stop
to
you right
guys.
there. Can you do this with your tongue?
Whoa!
No, I cannot do that with
Is this
my
it?
tongue.
Josh can. No, you're twisting it to the side.
Well, this is visual content for our audio channel. Oh, he's taking it out.
He's removing his tongue. Tell me if this is weird to you guys.
Whoa.
We can't.
Someone in my family recently, they had 2 dogs,
Okay.
and they're both fairly young.
Male or
One's
female?
like, it was one male, one female.
Okay.
One's like probably 3 years old. The other one's probably like 2 years old.
Okay.
The 2-year-old, the female, got out of their house the other day, and they live on a very busy street, and the dog ran out into the road and got hit by a car and died, which was very sad.
The
for
girl
them.
dog did?
The girl dog did,
Oh,
yes.
no.
Which was very sad for them, and they have 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so the kids were very sad as well. Of course, naturally. They immediately, the next day, called the breeder
Yep.
and purchased another dog that looks identical to the one that just got hit by a car and
That's
died.
strange behavior.
That's weird,
I don't
right?
like that. Yeah.
That is weird.
Like, that feels like really transactional.
I think.
Like,
You're not giving them any chance to grieve. You're
Right.
just like, let's just pretend it never happened.
right. And the dog,
Dog.
literally...
Look, here, quick. No sad, no
looks
sad.
identical. It's so strange. Because, I mean, they have Jack Russells, so, like, they're all going to look like Jack Russells, but, like, there's different coat styles and there's different, markings and
What the
stuff.
hell is Jack Russell?
A Jack Russell Terrier?
Oh, I got confused.
But the dog looks identical to the one that got hit by a car. It has all the same markings, has the same coat style. It's the weirdest thing. As if it wasn't weird enough to just go out and immediately purchase another dog to replace the one that got killed.
Right.
It looks identical, and it just, I don't know.
Is it a girl dog as well?
I think the new one might be a boy, actually.
Okay.
Well, that changes everything.
I was gonna say
But-
I would just tell the kids, they're like, yeah, no, that didn't happen. That was just a bad dream you had.
Yesterday was a lie.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Elijah.
That's classic. That's classic right there. That is classic.
Saving that for the cringe corner.
That's my next week's
Speaking
cringe
of
corner.
Elijah in the cringe corner, what was with that idea?
You know what? I like my ideas.
Because they're my
I
own.
like me.
I like
My
me.
kids like me. My wife likes me.
What is that from?
You want to hurt me?
Elf?
Go ahead. I can take it.
Peter.
I feel like you're saying the Family Guy version, though. I feel like you're doing a Peter Griffin
Wait,
impression.
there's a different version?
I'm only familiar with the Peter Griffin
Yeah,
version.
me too.
You guys are kidding me,
I'm
right?
not kidding.
No.
What is that from?
It's from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I didn't watch that movie.
I also didn't watch that movie.
It's the speech. They say it exactly from.
Okay, well, I've only seen the Family Guy one, so in my head, it's a Family Guy reference.
No, it's not a Family Guy reference. It's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Okay. No need to get upset. I know that you're upset.
Pretend to be upset.
I am upset.
Pretend to be upset.
I am upset. I'm.
Well, you're doing great.
Thank you.
You know what will make you happy?
What?
Bon Voyage is actually in Ratatouille. Doesn't that make you happy?
Yes. You know who else?
Frenchmen.
Elijah, put in the screenshot of Bon Voyage and Ratatouille.
All Frenchmen are criminals.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, show your asshole on screen.
Stop.
So show your crap hole on screen.
Jamie, show your ass to everybody.
Please,
Wow.
please don't make
Wow,
him do
look
that.
at that. A chimp would just tear that thing apart.
Show,
Yeah,
show,
you're
us,
right.
show us your crap hole.
It's huge.
It's entirely possible.
Shovel some cheese curls into your crap hole.
In your shitter.
Hey,
Dude.
you crapper.
Or
He
strawberry
just
jam.
put so much restraint on his swearing, and then you had to say shitter.
I don't need to see.
Come on, bruh.
I don't need to see him fill his helmet with
Strawberry jam.
blood.
With pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes.
What did that say? I can't read.
Rest in peace, that man. I don't know his name. I'm sorry.
Philip Banks. Philip Banks.
Philip Banks. I was thinking today about how the Fesh Pints YouTube poops. Something that I admire about them is that they're pretty like. I mean, they have swearing, but they're not like edgy. And like you can show them to anybody pretty much.
Yeah, and they were like, guess the name of the person who made
I was
this.
just gonna say that. I was like, yet the original name of that channel is just two slurs.
That's probably why he rebranded to Crobo Productions.
Yeah, but the watermark is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't they say the name of it as well?
Yes, they do. Yes,
They say the name
yeah.
of his channel
That's
in one of them.
That's what they describe Chicken Wigginish.
Yeah,
Right.
That is so funny to me. Just those videos are so good. Did you watch? Have you watched the newest one?
Hold on, I'm reading lore.
Oh, I have to rewatch that. That was good.
The new one was pretty funny.
Which one?
The new one?
The new
new
Fresh
Fresh
Prince?
Prince.
Yeah,
Yeah.
number 3.
Yeah, it's good. I think
Yeah, good film.
My friend-
It needs time to breathe before I can appreciate it like I appreciate Fresh Prince too.
My friend worked on that with I think he's like the
Crobo?
only other person
He did
that
like
worked on
the thumbnail or something, right?
it. Yeah, and he did some like text like design and like and the like Super Mario Bros. 3 like
Just
opening
general
thing.
graphic design stuff.
Yeah, he just did graphic design for it. It was very strange how it happened. He literally just emailed him and said, "Hey, if you have any new projects you're working on, I'd love to work for you." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm making Fesh Pins 3." And he's like, "What?"
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he sent like a portfolio along with the email probably.
He literally just said, "I'd love to like this is what I do." He didn't send like he took a screenshot and posted it on his Facebook like the entire interaction.
Huh.
Yeah, really, really funny.
Maybe he looked him up first.
He doesn't. Well,
Because you would think, like, he wouldn't just be like
his YouTube channel is like
any random
50
guy.
subscribers. Like he's not like somebody with a huge social media presence at all.
I don't know. It just seems strange that he'd just be like, yeah, this is what I'm working on. Can you do this and this? Like, I don't know.
That's what the screenshot was.
I don't know. That's interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe he did, and he just happened to be someone who knew what he was doing. But, like, if someone randomly messaged us on Kraken and was like, oh, I want to design a new intro logo for you guys, and
I think we would be like, okay.
I would say, have you made any Fesh Pins in your life?
yeah, I guess, I mean, if they offered to do it for free, I'd say take a crack at it. I guess we wouldn't necessarily use it. So I
Yeah.
guess there's no harm if he wasn't looking for money.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Was he looking for money? Was he paid
No.
for that?
No, he wasn't. I think it was like the honor of working on Fesh Pins because
Sans compensation.
It's such a good. It's like the pinnacle of YouTube poop are the Fesh Pins videos.
By the way, if anyone watching or listening is an animator and would like to animate us a new logo and a new intro, please feel free to do so because none of us are animators.
And please exclusively use AI software.
yes, only AI, please.
Yeah. We don't like.
We don't like when it looks real.
Yeah, we like stuff that's made by a computer.
We're on the cutting edge,
Yeah.
and AI
Yeah!
is the next generation. So make sure exclusively AI. If you're an AI master, we want you.
They showed off Microsoft's.
If you're a prompt engineer,
we like the cut of your jib.
They showed off what's it called? Minecraft with the new AI by
I
Microsoft.
freaking hate Castlevania, Metroidvanias.
And
you picked this game.
I didn't know it was going to be this.
and it was like this, like their way of like showing how cool the AI was like the guy playing Minecraft and he had like a block of wood and some sticks,
Some twine.
and he was like, "Co-pilot, what can I do with this?" And co-pilot's like, "Yeah, man, you can make a sword. You got some awesome sticks for the handle." And everyone's like, "Wouldn't it be way easier and less invasive to just Google that?"
Skull of bird.
Dave Skull.
You know what I do use
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT all the time for?
What?
Is Excel functions. It makes my life so much easier when I'm working on an Excel spreadsheet, especially if it's like particularly in depth or complicated, and I can just go on ChatGPT and be like, "Hey," like, because a lot of times I'm doing like a whole bunch of like if statements like wrapped within each other and stuff like that, and that gets so tedious and frustrating.
You love Excel.
I do love Excel. Actually, I have a ton of fun with Excel, but I can just go on ChatGPT and be like, just write it out in plain English. I want what function can do this, and it'll just give me the exact function, and like probably 85% of the time it works immediately, and then the other 15% of the time I have to tweak it a little bit to get it to do what I want. But
That
it is massively helpful.
That reminds me of well, not reminds me. I use it to find like movies or shows that I can't find through Google searches because it'll Google give me something completely irrelevant. And
Google sucks now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. It's really annoying. I think I said this in the group chat, but the other week at the theater, some guy was talking about this movie that he saw as a kid that he was his parents brought him to, and he told me like he was nervous to tell me this, but like he confided in me that it's possible that he made this movie up because of like how long he's been trying to find it. He's like said he's like spent like 2 decades trying to find this movie. He's tried all these Google searches, couldn't find anything, and so he was telling me about it, and it was like this horror movie with like this guy that brings like women off the street and then like sets them on fire, and he like lives with his mother or something, and part of the reason why he was worried that he had made it up because he was like I hope I don't have like a depraved mind that just like created this. And so like I was doing a mixture of ChatGPT and Google trying to find it, and after like 20 minutes of talking to him or whatever, I finally found it, and it was like called like don't go into the house, and it had the like exact like screenshot that he's describing, and he's like, oh wow, that's cool. And then like change the subject. He's like, yeah, that Planet of the Apes movie's coming out, and I was just like, he's just so like.
Thank you for closing the 2-decade search.
Yeah,
Have you
like,
seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, I was just like,
Jamie, pull that up.
I was so, I wasn't like expecting him to grovel at my feet and like worship the land I walk on.
Yes, you were.
I was expecting a little bit of a
little
like,
bit of
wow,
groveling,
like thank you or something. Like he just was like, wow, that's cool. Oh my god.
There was something like that took me a long time to find too. There was this Christmas special that I watched when I was a kid on ABC Family, and you dead. Excommunications.
XCOM Vindicationist.
I might get that game. That was kind of cool.
No.
What was I saying? Oh, there was
I
a
love a
Christmas
good parry.
special that I watched when I was a kid, and I couldn't remember all the specifics of it, but I remembered it had something to do with a guy, like some sort of Australian guy who like switches places with Santa, and had something to do with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and there was a kangaroo in it, I think, and it was this whole thing that I was like so like adamant that this thing existed, and I would always, oh yes, Josh, perfect choice, my dude.
Thank you.
This is a good choice.
Perfect Dark.
And I was so adamant that this thing existed, and my whole family told me I was crazy for like my whole life. Even though I was like, we all watched it together. I was like, how am I the only one who remembers this? Like, I know it exists. But they were adamant that I was a psycho and I just dreamed it. And then like when I was a teenager, I was able to find it on the internet, and I was vindicated. It's called A Very Barry Christmas.
I had a similar thing with my recent interaction. Where it was a very disappointing. Like I found something for somebody, and they were just like, "Oh, it's cool." It was another like Christmas special where it was like my music teacher in high school. His name was Mr. Tarbox. And he was telling me about this awesome like claymation like Christmas thing, and he couldn't remember what it was. And I mean, this story has it's the same
ending.
Yeah, it's the same ending as the last one where I showed it to him and he's like, "Oh, that's pretty neat. You found it." Anyways, so, I hate it. Give me the gratification, asshole.
I know, because I would be so like. I would be
Thankful.
so thankful to someone if they could
like,
find something like that I've been...
This is what 60 frames per second is, Josh. Do you see how it looks so smooth when you move the camera?
Yes.
That's 60 frames per second right there. That's because it's running at that frame rate.
I think he only would notice because he told him.
I think most games that we play run at 60 FPS. Twin Sanity runs at 60
Wait,
FPS.
why did you tell me that?
I
the one
wanted you to
playing.
know.
Okay, well, thank you.
Most video games run at 60 FPS. I mean, PlayStation 1 games run at 60 FPS.
Not most PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 4.
And Wii U. Don't forget the Wii U,
and
dude.
Wii U.
So, like,
Come
all
on.
newer gen games
And Xbox
don't run
One.
at...
A lot of console games do not run at 60. It makes me pissed.
That's weird. Why?
Um,
Because old console games do. Like, PS1 games run it.
not
and
all.
PS2, a lot of them do.
A good chunk do, but not all do.
So
It's because of
why?
hardware limitations.
Yeah, but you would... What limitations?
It sounds crazy, but that is the reason why.
That's crazy.
A lot of the games that you have on like that generation, like PS3 or Xbox 360, don't have a problem hitting 60 FPS on PC, depending on how your hardware
Right,
is.
you know, that's actually... I was thinking about that, too, because I'm a really big fan of Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
And so I've played that a lot, and I've downloaded copies of that, and, like, there's a big modding community with... Or not a big modding community, but there's a...
Large enough.
A large enough and still very active modding community for Crash Team Racing.
I know the guy that's like reverse engineering that whole game. I don't know if you're familiar with that whole thing.
Reverse engineering the whole
Like
game.
I don't know if that doesn't sound like the right term. Basically, like making it so it can run natively on PC.
They did a similar thing with Mario 64. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably the same guy. I don't think there's a very huge community, so it's probably that same guy. I forget what his name is. I'm in the Discord.
I love this game.
Me too. This game is so good.
This game's cool.
But anyways, so Crash Team Racing runs at 60 FPS on the PlayStation 1, but not when you play it on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And I downloaded a mod for it that modded it, like that forced 60 FPS, but even when you do that on the PS3, it won't run at 60 FPS because the PS3 like can't run it at that. It only runs at like 48 FPS or something is where it like maxes out. I can't remember what the phrase is called, where you
Overclocking?
yeah, overclocking. Thank you. I knew it was clock, but I couldn't remember the
Strawberry clocking?
yeah. How do I
You gotta get a running start and then press left bumper to jump.
what is that?
Oh,
Huh?
You activated
you
slow
press,
mode.
triangle to slow down time.
I forgot that was even a mechanic.
So I need to get a running start and press what?
Left bumper. Left bumper is jump. Left trigger is like
L1.
slide.
Oh, L1. Okay.
Left bumpers jump?
Yeah.
What is A?
What is
Interact.
The fuck?
How do I jump?
L1.
What?
That reminds me. The other, like last week, a guy walks in and his phone goes off. I'm talking about, I was at work.
Nice.
A guy walks in while I was at work and his phone goes off really loudly. And he got like a text or something, and the sound is the hat Kraken. It's the
the
duck,
duck
the duck sound. It was so loud though. Like
I think you were gonna say the like theme. I was like, yeah,
no,
okay.
It was no,
Yeah, here we go with New York all over again.
but yeah, no. It wasn't like ear rape, you know, how loud it was, but it was just like real. Like he must have had his volume up all the way. Wah.
his ringtone was the Hat Kraken
Yeah.
theme song.
It does that every time he gets a text.
And he's like, and I'm like, oh, nice ringtone. And he's like, yeah, it just gets me really jazzed up.
I love these guys. Anyways, take it easy.
I'm one of their 206 subscribers. See ya.
See ya.
See ya, chump.
He just always knows how many subs we have.
It's a superpower.
Yeah, I got the counter on my Apple Watch.
You have the Kraken app.
Get free rewards. I mean the videos. They're
8%
free anyway.
cash back.
And a free cheeseburger with every third video. Nice.
I have so many shorts to edit. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah?
Because of the how I haven't edited a lot of the Crash Team Racing shorts, and the videos, the Crash Team Racing videos are so like truncated and condensed that
Trump?
trunk
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
no, they're so truncated and condensed that I'm getting like there's opportunity for like 6 or 7 shorts per video when normally we get like 1 or 2, and so there's just like we only have 4 episodes, but there's just so many shorts to do. And it's like so overwhelming every time I like sit down at the computer. I feel like I'm never making a dent in it.
We have too much content.
We're just too funny.
Yeah. So that would be a really long segment into insanity.
Speaking of Trump, a funny thing I find online is like people like not wanting to say his name, or like wanting to say like make his name silly. They'll say like Drumpf or something.
Right, because I was
I
like,
feel like I see people say that in mockery of people who say that more than I see people legitimately call it
well,
Trump.
Drumpf came from the John Oliver thing. That
Was it John Oliver or was it Stephen Colbert?
It was John Oliver.
Either way, I still find it just I think it's funny whether it's made in earnest or mockingly. Oh, it's electrified.
Ooh. It's electric.
Oh, that's your hair.
Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy.
No, your hair just fell off.
Hair.
Not your rat hair.
You're
You
bald.
shocked your hair off.
Oh my god.
But to the extent of
my
it being people using it in jest, people taking it to even like further extremes, instead of like Drumpf, it being like Blompf. Like Orange Man Blompf made the like world suck.
Yeah, Drumpf was like his family name from like a really long time ago, and it got changed to Trump.
Right.
And the John Oliver bit was make Donald Drumpf again.
Oh, that's like Natalie Portman. Do you know her, what her original name is?
No.
Her
Natalie Bitchface.
No, her original name, it's I believe it's Israeli. I think so.
Really?
Anyway. It's Netta Lee Hirschlag.
Really?
Netta Lee Hirschlag, yeah.
That's such an...
I can see why she changed her
Yeah,
name.
not in Hollywood.
Do you know what Whoopi Goldberg's real name is?
What?
Do I dare ask?
Whoopi Goldberg's birth name is Karen Johnson.
She's like not crazy enough.
She was like not crazy enough and not Jewish
And
enough.
yeah, needs more Jew.
How about Whoopi Goldberg?
Distinctive lack of Jew. Whoopi Goldberg, huh?
It's so down the middle, Karen Johnson. I mean, it's spelled funny. It's like Caryn,
Uh-oh.
but
Uh-oh.
Oh, I survived?
We've had too much fun.
What do you mean? Oh, I love this game. Doesn't play it.
I'm too scared to play with a controller. I've only played it on PC.
Scorn. Scorn. Explosion Man?
I don't own it.
Explosion Man. Can we play Super Meat Boy?
Super Meat Boy.
We already have.
The Super Meat Boy lore for Hat Kraken is Elijah came to
Extreme.
my house at like
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
9 o'clock at night, and then we took turns trying to beat the game until like 1:30 in the morning. And we
Yeah.
beat it!
Well, kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
We beat the game, and then there was like a whole other like world that gets unlocked at the end.
Doesn't
And
count.
we thought we were beating the game when we played that final level. And,
yeah,
like,
we were rejoicing.
yeah, we like drank it. I think we drank like an entire 12-pack of Dr. Pepper for some reason while we were doing that.
Just the boys being boys.
Yeah.
That was like the pinnacle of like neither of us had anything better to do.
Right.
Did you? We were talking about Shrek. Did you know that was your profile picture?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't remember, but not consciously.
But the actual Hat Kraken lore of Super Meat Boy is that Super Meat Boy is what actually originally ended Hat Kraken.
Yeah.
Because it was the last straw that broke the camel's back when the capture card did
Died,
did not work when we tried to play Super Meat Boy, and it was.
I don't have any of the
I actually
characters
wasn't.
unlocked.
I don't think I was there for that
recommend
session,
your video.
but
It was either that or
Cookie Josh was there.
it was supposed to be such a good session.
It was a
John,
good
you said you were like you had never laughed that hard in your entire life.
Oh yeah,
and
we
then-
were crying.
We still have the
laughing.
audio.
Do we?
Yeah.
We should. We should use
I
it.
have it.
It's very like
Actually, it would probably be really crappy audio because
It's
of
not.
the
It's
Yeti,
not
but-
even the audio's crappy. It's just like very dependent on what's going on the screen.
Oh,
Like,
is it?
Yeah, like
Yeah, like Josh kept trying to make a certain jump, and
Right.
But it was so funny. Oh my gosh! Like, it was TJ, and the Joshes, and I. Gosh.
Yep,
Gosh,
and that's
Josh, but gosh.
that's what killed Hat Kraken.
Yeah, really funny. In
That's what
retrospect.
originally killed it.
now we're
Get the bandage.
revisiting the beast.
But then me and
The
Shane
bandage.
revived it.
What?
What? I didn't say anything.
Did you suck at Meat Boy?
Get the bandage.
Bandage.
Get the bandage.
Did you see the name of this episode? This level?
Hat Kraken.
The name of the episode is Hat
die,
Kraken.
die quickly.
Die.
Die.
Hey, just real quick, die.
Die real quick.
In game.
In a story related to Super Meat Boy, I started playing Super Meat Boy, and I think it was on the Nintendo Switch I started playing it.
Yeah, you did.
And then it was, John was there when I started.
I was there when you were playing it. Fuck you.
Shit. Back to Mirror's Edge.
Back to Mirror's Edge. Dive once in Meat Boy, go all the way back. Anyway,
Look, Brian.
good guy Greg stays on Mirror's Edge.
What was the meme with the douchebag guy with the cool hat?
Um,
Douchebag Dan? No, it wasn't douchebag.
How do I do
it
this?
was
What the heck? Scumbag Steve?
Scumbag.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah,
That guy's hat, like
it was Advice Dog.
what?
Wait,
How to play this
let
game.
me finish my story.
Okay.
My story in relation to Super Meat Boy is when most of us went to New Hampshire for Jordan's.
That's why I know about you having it on Switch.
Yeah. So.
Nice going, Elijah.
What are you doing?
God, I'm so thirsty.
Oh, I didn't even know.
I didn't know you were
I
thirsty.
didn't know you were thirsty. Internet
Didn't even know
is
he
a
was
product
sick.
of its time.
It really is.
I keep getting distracted. Anyway, where was it in New Hampshire? It was like some weird.
Lincoln.
It was Lincoln, New Hampshire, and we were in like a timeshare? It's like a hotel room. Not a hotel room.
It's an Airbnb.
It was a cabin.
It was a cabin. It was like a condo cabin Airbnb combo. Anyway, let me continue.
The Holy Mountain.
Rub your clitoris against the mountain.
I go to the mountain. Blood Mountain.
I was playing Super Meat Boy, and I got up to the point where you get to the secret level where you can unlock the guy from I Want to Be the Guy. And those levels are so fucking hard. And I spent like literally all night trying to beat that level, and I was getting so frustrated and pissed off. And then at the end of the level, I wasn't even satisfied.
I remember
I was so exasperated and annoyed. I wasn't even happy. I didn't even get the satisfaction from finishing the fucking level.
I remember you saying that like immediately too. You're like, I'm like, "Wait, you did it, Anthony. He's like, yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even happy that I won.
Wasn't that the weekend we
That
were
was
all
like
playing?
me getting 3 stars on all the Angry Birds levels.
Wasn't it the same weekend we were playing Volgar the Viking?
I think so. I mean, we played that game up there at one point.
Yeah.
We also watched Little Shop of Horrors up there.
Yeah, when John downloaded the alternate ending version.
On
and they-
accident.
no, you did it on purpose.
It was not on purpose. I promise you it was an accident, and I just didn't want to make it seem like I made a mistake.
Roll back the tape from a session like 6 weeks ago when you said you just did it on purpose and wanted to see that version of the ending.
Which one's the truth? What I'm saying
I'll
right now.
never tell.
One of them sounds significantly more believable than the other.
Which one? The on purpose?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Blumph.
Why do we skip to a boss?
John did that.
So that you die faster and be
John
like, why are
does-
we playing this all over again?
Let's go with the Mirror's Edge.
Why are we playing this?
Josh is
Shitting. And farting.
shitting in my asshole.
I told you guys I got that book of really bad jokes, right? From my brother's wedding for his best man speech.
Yeah.
Yeah. The jokes are horrible, but the thing is,
Ow.
so
Oh no,
We're back to Mirror's
Don't go back
Edge.
to Mirror's Edge.
so many of
It has to be new.
so many of
Come
the
on.
jokes.
Josh, I would have gone
I
back
think
to
you can quick
Blasphemous.
resume. It says quick resume. Quick resume. Sorry, it's job assisting.
Whoops.
Oh, we're back.
And we're back.
Where is this?
Where is this?
What about the joke book?
this?
Where are we right now?
This isn't my pool store.
Why am I
Stop.
4 feet tall? Where did my
Where
beard
was
go?
the witch that cast a
Tabor wakes
spell?
up in the morning. He's 4 feet tall and hairless. What? Why am I 4 feet tall?
I feel so much more aerodynamic.
At least I still have my hat.
Why can't I move?
I can't reach the pedals in my truck.
He says it like a question. I can't reach the pedals in my truck.
Why do I taste ash in my mouth?
He's such a good narrator of his own life. He's gonna fire me when he hears this.
Fire me.
He's gonna fire me.
I can't hear plants anymore. I could do that normally.
I cannot hear plants anymore.
I can only hear the zombies.
Ugh. Classic Tabor quote.
I'm gonna be so much better at cleaning pools now.
At least I have my sourdough starter to get me through the day.
Can I make this jump?
My neighbor
Yes.
just gave me a
You
big
have to run though.
a big loaf of sourdough.
Big blowjob.
I am jealous. I love sourdough.
Me too. My neighbor owns a pizza shop, and a lot of times he over orders like his bread and stuff, and he'll just give it to me.
What kind of bread does he give you?
That's very nice.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, like?
he's like I said, some sourdough that I got the other day. He's
Some-
giving us bagels. He's
Don't
giving
think,
us,
just do.
giving us all kinds of crazy, zany, wacky sorts of stuff.
Okay. I believe you. Ah!
See?
Whoa.
Just do it like Nike.
Oh, just like Family
Slide
Guy.
your ass on the ground. Whoa. You know, the speedrun tactic is to, if you're standing still, to gain like a lot of speed, is to look to your right and like go that way. It works in real life too.
Look to my right. Look to my right and go that way.
Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to like quick look to your right or left in
Who
console.
fists the elevator button?
Fisty.
Drop a like
the
if you
Mirror's
fist the
Edge.
elevator button.
Wait,
A Mirror's Edge lady. I can't remember what her name is. What is her name?
Faith.
Faith. Thank you.
Faith. Like that freak from Word of Life.
She wasn't from Word of Life. She like came to our church.
Oh, I thought she just like was like
Faith
attached
wasn't a
to somebody.
person. It was just a feeling you have.
Remember, didn't Jordan get in an argument with her and she's like, like my parents don't love me or something like that?
No, he said
No,
she said something like I don't remember what she said. She like
Being annoying.
yeah, she was being annoying, and he was like he said
look up like that.
he said something like would your mother be happy if she heard you speaking like that? And she was like, I don't know my mother. And he was like, well, would your father be happy if he heard you talking like that? And she's like, I don't know my father. I'm adopted. And then she walked out of the room, and he was like, well, I kind of lost that one. Didn't I? Oh man. You know what just randomly popped into my head the other day, which
Gay
is
sex?
completely unreal. Yep, it was gay sex. I was thinking about gay sex.
At Jordan's defense, she's being pedantic. You know, of course, like he could just be meaning her adoptive father
Right.
and mother.
Nah, she owned him.
She
Nah.
did. She kind of owned him. I was there. I'd say she kind of owned him.
Josh, I think there's a gap.
I wasn't there, and I would say no.
Where am I?
See that black? Yeah.
But you know what randomly popped into my head the other day for no reason?
Kissing another man.
No, gay sex.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Next story.
I was thinking about when I used to work at McDonald's, and I had this horrible, horrible coworker. His name was James, and he was this big fat guy, and not the big fat James that we all know, but we all know, but
Who the? We all know of Big Fat James.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember the one you hated and I hated
and we all can't stand.
Oh, okay. Now I.
Oh, you're like, oh wait, James.
Okay, now I understand.
But no, it was not that James. It was this big fat guy named James, and I worked with him at McDonald's. And he
Like
was
that.
McDonald's is obviously not a hard job. Like there are people who are like mentally deficient who are.
Because you're so mad at it.
There are a lot of people who are like mentally deficient who are able to do the work of McDonald's.
Yep.
Very
Right.
easily. This guy was so bad at his job. He was just big fat guy, and there was one time when he went to reach like above the flat top to grab like the spatula to pick up the beef after it was done cooking, and his like his shirt came untucked, and his belly spilled out of the bottom of his shirt onto the grill. Burnt his belly on the grill.
I burned my
They
belly.
had burnt belly syndrome.
And there was another time when he tried to cook some nuggets, and he like didn't like. There's timers on everything at McDonald's.
Right,
It's
right.
literally idiot proof. But somehow he messed it up so bad that he pulled the nuggets out, and they only cook for like 2 minutes or something in the fryer. And he pulled them out, and they were like still frozen. And he he just put them in the eating tray anyway. And then he like served them at a Happy Meal to some kid in like a 6-piece nugget or a 4-piece or something. And then the kid tried to bite it and bit into a frozen McNugget.
Oh my god.
They come like pre-fried, right? Or like they're
Yeah,
cooked.
they're like cooked.
No, they gotta like cover them in batter.
They don't
Yeah.
they don't coat them.
I didn't. I meant like cooked.
No, I know.
Yeah, they're cooked, but
You're cooked, bro.
they're cooked but frozen.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
He ended up-
Let him Dane cook.
He he ended up quitting and went and got a job at GameStop.
And he healed his belly.
I don't know.
This
I
one
must
is-
heal at GameStop. That's how he sounds, by the way.
I was actually.
The
I was
games
so.
will heal me.
My last interaction, my last transaction at GameStop, left such a bad taste. I left like they're disgusted.
What happened?
Because like I just went in there to buy a game and I still got it, but I thinking about it like after I got my card and started driving away, I just like I should have walked in there and just refunded it.
What game? Or like what happened?
The game was Stellar Blade, and so I walked in there, and I was like, hey, I just want to get this game, and he's like, okay. And he's like, do you have a phone number with us? I'm like, yeah, it's this, and he's like, oh, your Prime or your Pro Rewards or whatever is like expiring soon or expired. Do you want to redo that? And I'm like, no, thank you. And he's like, you sure? You'll save 15%, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm sure. And he's like, okay. And he's like, you'd save this. And I'm like, I know. And he's like, okay. And so we continue on. And he's like, do you want to put like $2 or $3 protection on it for a year? And I'm like, no. And he's like, really? He's like, $70 down the drain if like it gets if it gets like burnt, scraped, dropped, anything like that. I'm like, he's like, you're sure? He's like, I forget exactly what he said, but he's like, are you sure? Are you serious? I'm like, yep, I'm sure.
What a jackass.
And I was like, I'm like, I know at GameStop, like you have to, the higher ups make you say that stuff. They like, you have to try and get the warranties and like, it's like any place.
Any job they have like metrics for if you sign up for stuff.
And it's like, that pissed me off. I almost want to just walk out. But good little consumer me, I bought my fucking game at full price at fucking GameStop and walked out like a good little bitch.
My brother used to work in retail he worked like retail, like at like a convenience store, and they had like a store credit card, and he was like, they would like, they keep track of how many people got to sign up for this, or maybe it was even a rewards card. I don't know what. I think it was a credit card. But anyways, he discovered that if when it popped, because it would pop up on the little screen, do you want to apply for this card? And if you hit yes, then it would like send you an email or send you a text message or something where you actually went and applied for it. But if they just hit yes, it counted as him getting one. So he just started telling people to hit yes and then just ignore it. So like everybody who came through was clicking yes, and like they told him that he had like the most sales in the entire company because everybody was clicking yes.
Yeah.
This freaking guy that I worked with.
Wait, can I just continue? I remember what I said.
Go ahead.
I was like, the GameStop guy was like, he's like, yeah, you're out of luck if anything happens to it. And I said, yep. I said I remembered what I said. I said that, and I was just like pissed off at that point. All right, continue.
The first job that I had, we had the same thing where it was like a loyalty card that we had to sell or whatever. And I remember this one guy that worked there. He sucked. Like he was just really bad at getting it. And I mean, that's the end of the story. He sucks at it. So one day he's like ringing up this really old dude. This guy is like 90, like crusty, on the verge of becoming a corpse. And he asks him if he wants to get the card, and the guy obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. And he
like,
takes
"What?"
the pin pad, turns it around, and signs him up for it.
What?
Like, and I was just like, what? I so.
How do I play this game?
Left trigger to slow down, right trigger to speed up.
Father, I cannot click the book. I'm re-going.
He's re-going. Here goes his re-go.
I'm re-going.
Here goes his re-go. Oh, nice jump.
And I was just like, hey, why'd you do that? He's like, oh, he'll be dead anyways. Just like, what the hell is your problem?
Yeah, but then he won't get money.
The controls suck dick a little bit.
Okay.
You just gotta learn.
Ooh, grandma mode.
Grandma mode.
Grandma a la mode?
How do I do?
Right trigger to go faster, left trigger to go slower.
I had a similar but much more tame experience like that at GNC where I was trying to buy like energy drinks in bulk or something like that. She wanted me to sign up for some, subscription program, and I said no thank you. She's like, oh, well, that's too bad. And I was like, why are you pouting? Like, grow up.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, stuff like that. It's like, you're not gonna like get me to come back.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a real shame. It's like
The tactics they think that are like helping, and
I'm not gonna be
just
like,
making me
okay,
think.
I'm sorry. Sign me up.
I just feel bad for them because they're selling such garbage stuff that no one wants.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like, especially like,
Well, thinking back to the GameStop thing, it's like, who needs a warranty for a disc you're gonna keep in a tray?
right.
Or
Like if you screw up your disc, it's kind of on you.
Yeah, you're kind of like, what were you doing to that disc? Between
Moron.
it's like you put it in the system, or you have it in its box, or what the hell is it called?
Case.
Case, yeah. It's like you have to like leave it out of the case on the counter, and like scrape it a little bit whenever you pick it up.
Rub toothpaste on it.
Yeah, get the Data toothpaste, put it on there.
Which works.
It does.
Good thing that puff guard's on.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about that. Oh, yeah. Just in general, they're selling such like garbage stuff that no one wants. So it's like, it's annoying that they're trying to sell it to you, but I also feel bad for them because like they have to try to sell those things to you,
Yeah.
and nobody ever wants them. So like even the best salesman isn't really gonna get people to sign up for those because it's garbage. Like the only way you can ever really get someone to sign up for that is kind of by lying to them. And
Right.
by like making it
little
seem
bit,
better
yeah.
than it is. That's kind of the only way. And it's such a terrible like environment for like sales.
Well, I think it's kind of like what's the word phrase I want to use? Like not like a mental thing. I mean, it kind of is. There's just like this weird pathological mindset of mine where even if like I don't like subscription like programs or like apps or
Right.
like membership programs or apps.
Yeah.
Even when it's entirely beneficial to me. Like for example, like McDonald's app or like the Regal app. It's like you get points just for going there,
Right.
and it is entirely beneficial. It's like you will get a free popcorn, or you'll get a
it's
free
free subscriptions. You mean where you earn points?
Yeah, where you
Yeah.
earn points, and it's like something that is like completely beneficial to you. I still have such an aversion to it. I'm like, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want the
You've just
thing.
been trained to
Yeah,
like
it's-
say no to that.
It's like, but yeah, it's just like the slightest inconvenience. Like I have to pull out my phone, die.
I use free subscription and stuff like that. Like I have like the Cumberland Farms app.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
and it's good.
Yeah.
I will go as far as I ended up downloading the McDonald's app, and I have that now, and I have the Regal thing too. And it's like, you know,
McDonald's is probably one of
end
the
up
best
I end
ones.
up come crawling back if it's good enough. But like initially, I'll just say like no.
Anthony, I
Right.
think your problem is you are willingly unreasonable.
Yeah, I'm stubborn. I don't know why. Like that.
I'm more open to that stuff than I used to be, because I used to be very against it, just like that, where I was like, I don't care.
And then you grew as a person.
Yeah. Then I grew as a person, and now I do more stuff
development.
like that.
This is gonna be a nightmare to remember who's playing.
Yeah, I might just give up at this point. So we're gonna be like, how long have we been recording? Does it even say?
Hour and 44.
Right. So we're an hour and a half into probably the finished edit at this point. I might just give up.
Definitely for games like this where there's a lot of restarting.
Yeah.
Just say everyone in gold text.
Everyone in gold
Flashing gold text.
text. Across
really
the
big.
entire screen.
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
time.
Everyone.
Everyone. That that soundbite is from One Night Ultimate Werewolf, and Josh, I think you know this, but it's because of this board game, and
Close your eyes.
there's
Yeah.
like
Ass.
there's a companion app you need to download on your phone, and there's a narrator that
I
says
don't like the controls in this game.
there's a narrator that says all of the names of the roles before the game starts. And if you like turn on all the expansions and click every single character, he reads like the title of each one, which is like it takes like 5 minutes to read them all off. And he's like, "There must be a lot of you here." It's just like a little
Like a
Easter
little
egg.
snide comment.
Yeah, it's cute.
You guys like games.
You like games, don't you?
The other day, I have 4 nieces, and they all came over for a sleepover the other day, this past weekend. And my wife told them to bring board games so we could play board games while they were over.
Yummers.
And they come over, and one of them puts their bag down, and she got some board games in there. I look at them, right on top is blank slate.
Oh, not tail mail.
And all I could think of was tail mail. Oh, man. What a great time.
What a good way to win that game.
What a nice day.
You guys ever think about like how you
Tail
never
mail?
touch those games that have like a million rules and a bunch of pieces, and you're thinking like, I must be missing out. Oh well.
Yeah. Actually, that's how I feel about Civ. I know you guys love that game, but I just
You've never played Civ?
I have, but like I feel like I knew 10% of what was going on. Like I was
Gosh.
playing with you guys.
I,
And
f- I feel the same way with Civ. I haven't played it ever.
Civ pisses me off because I've never finished a game, and every time that I have started a game of Civ, I preface it by saying, "Okay, guys, I'll only play if we finish it." Everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, yeah,
Woohoo! We're gonna do
It
that.
doesn't happen.
Yep.
I have never finished a game of Civ, and it pisses me off.
I know I was in one of those groups.
It makes me so sad.
Is that when we played with David too?
No.
I remember we played with David.
Played
I
Civ
don't
with
think I
David?
have ever played with him.
We played Civ with David, yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember
Okay,
I
yeah.
was Korea and I was like ramping up my science and it was really fun. And then Lenny was like, "Josh, you're too good." And, like he just had like a ton, like really strong military or whatever. He's just like, "Josh, I can't allow this," and I couldn't do anything because I put all my, my effort into science.
He was Britain with the boats.
I just didn't know how the game worked, so like I didn't like balance myself out with my defense.
Yeah.
I was just like,
That's definitely
I
a
was
game-
like, yeah, no one's gonna bother me. People are just
Yeah.
gonna let me do this.
Which honestly, that was a good assumption to have. I feel like people would leave you alone in most situations.
He's like, I need to neuter you. And then he
no.
took out like my best city. And
What
then,
do you mean by that?
Wait, like, you mean like in game, right?
Right, bro?
I do like how you could name religions, like you could create your own religion,
yeah.
and then just name it something like really
My-
strange, like Down syndrome or something. It's like, people are like, "Oh, I gotta get some of that Down syndrome."
That reminds me of when the last time I played with Jordan, he was Constantinople, and I took over his capital, which was Constantinople.
It's Constantinople.
And I've renamed it Istanbul, and he got really mad at me.
It's so funny.
He got really mad at you.
Yeah, I don't think he knew the joke.
He didn't know?
I don't.
Then
think
how
so.
did he get mad if he didn't know what the joke was?
I think
He
it
was just
because
mad because it wasn't Constantinople anymore.
I think he was mad. Well, I think it was that and the fact that I chose like an Arabic sounding name.
Constantinople.
But
Is that correct?
no, it's
It
not.
better not be.
It's not.
That's not how they sing it in the song.
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Constantinople and Istanbul. Constantinople.
Long time gone, Constantinople. We did the song for Malcolm in the Middle.
That's nobody's
Malcolm in
business
the
but
middle, Malcolm in the
Turks.
middle.
Malcolm in the Middle. Talk about overrated crap shows. Oh my god, I hate that show.
Malcolm in the middle.
Everyone's like, oh, Bryan Cranston is so funny in that. He's
so
He's not supposed to be funny. He's
The
supposed to be
scene
scary
with the
Sigma.
buff guys and the seagulls.
Oh, remember the episode where he's walking and he's got the weird outfit on for when he's walking? Oh, Frankie Muniz can't remember the show.
What? How did...
Your guy just had a heart attack.
Died.
That's fake news now. Frankie Muniz can remember the show now.
I know.
Good for him.
Now, no,
does
he
that
always
mean?
could.
What does that mean?
People exaggerated like his disability, saying like
Does he
Yeah.
have a disability?
yeah, he's got
Epic syndrome.
yeah.
He's got really awesome cool
no,
guy
he has like memory
Me too.
issues. It's not Alzheimer's.
I
or
suffer
dementia.
from that. And big dick syndrome too.
I suffer from round ball syndrome. My balls are perfect spheres like bouncy balls. You chew them and they feel good.
Why do they? To who?
Whoever's chewing them. Duh. You ever chewed on a
But
bouncy
what,
ball?
But what about you?
Like as a kid? You ever just bite a bouncy ball in half?
But what about your balls?
Feels good to me too.
To have your balls chewed?
Good for you for
half.
looking out for him, Anthony. But what about you? What do you feel?
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm just looking out for my.
Did you guys
friends.
ever bite a bouncy ball in half as a kid?
No.
Really?
No?
Really? Like down the seam of the ball?
I feel like I've seen it chewed in half. But was I the culprit?
Do you remember those little things like
testicles.
like the squishy things that
Orbeez?
had like all that? They were like a long tube.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You could, like,
put your
roll it.
fingers in 'em.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
put your fingers in them.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
You know what I
fleshlight?
wanted to do with that?
Well, yeah, I was too busy having
Stick
sex
my
with them.
wiener in it.
As an adult, not a kid, you weirdos.
Oh.
Oh, I did it as a kid. I guess I'm just built different.
I did it as a toddler,
No.
and I'm not afraid to say it.
Too many
As a
cutscenes.
toddler?
Anthony, remember when you were 12 years old?
John's gonna play this game and go.
What is that?
Tim Schafer.
not explaining.
Tim Schafer is the name of one of the old pastors at my church.
Really?
Yeah.
He made this game.
He made this game. Tim Stafer.
He made this game. Handshake emoji.
Xbox emoji.
Why isn't there an Xbox emoji? What the heck?
What the heck?
Let's talk about that.
Apple.
That sounded like that iPhone ringtone. That
What is that instrument called?
I think
Theremin.
it's called
A theremin?
Yes.
Yes.
That's cool.
the
best-
one.
that's
The
cool
one
to
I'm
do that.
thinking of. The one
Yeah,
that's
the
like
sci-fi
weird,
one.
Yeah, the sci-fi one.
It's like that whistling sound almost.
The best iPhone ringtone is that.
Robot. Yeah.
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts.
That's what my freaking brain looks like.
Yeah, you go.
There's a little man running at it.
Why is there a man running in my brain?
Get the man out the brain.
I've got men on the brain.
Got men all over my brain.
I don't
I'm
need...
thinking about men.
Do you know how 2.5 Men ended? Have you ever seen how
Yes.
it ended? It is fantastic.
What
bad.
happened?
It's fantastic.
It's bad.
I think it's like weird, badly CG animated Charlie Sheen and is it his girlfriend? I forget who it is. There's like a really bad CG animated bit of
Huh?
Yeah. I don't know if that's in the last episode, but it's one of the last episode.
He wasn't in the show at all anymore because he
It's animated.
was really.
It's animated, yeah. They couldn't get him anymore. So there's like this really bad CG animated bit in either like the second to last episode or the last episode and then I think there's like he ends up coming back to like real life. I forget exactly how it happens, but they couldn't get Charlie Sheen, so there's like a guy with his back turned to the camera wearing Charlie Sheen's like
it looks like Charlie Sheen. Yeah,
typical shirt, and like a piano falls on him
and kills him.
Yeah, and kills him. And then like the director of the show like turns to the camera, like it looks to him, and he's like winning, and then like a piano falls on him too, and then the show ends.
Legendary.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've seen that. I haven't seen anything with that animated Charlie Sheen though.
I gotta see that.
That's
I
strange.
think I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that's actually in the
I don't
show
think
or like
it-
something that somebody made.
I don't think that's in the show because
Winning.
the whole plot of the final episode or the final like arc of the show is that I think his character's name is Charlie. Like he was supposedly dead, and then like the final plot of the show is that like he came back to life, or he was actually still alive, and like they're like trying to find out if he's still alive or whatever, and then it ends with him getting killed by a giant piano.
That's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Ashton.
Have you guys seen that horrible? I think it's Cheez-Its, or maybe it's Cheetos. I don't know. Commercial where Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis sing.
Sorry.
Do we really need to watch it with audio right now?
I'm actually gonna watch it with audio. It's only 2 minutes long.
It's only 20 minutes long.
It's only the entire episode with commercials.
Kraken viewers.
Oh, when they're like remembering him. Right. Yeah, I have no interest in watching this any further.
But you remember it.
I do remember that
That's
now.
a really good looking Charlie Sheen, CGI wise.
I've seen it, yeah.
Now I forget what I was saying.
Thanks, Charlie Sheen.
Why are you playing this garbage game?
Oh, have you guys seen the? Have you guys seen the?
You actually pissed off John right there.
Have you guys seen the Ashton Kutcher Mila Kunis commercial where they sing the Shaggy song? It wasn't me.
No.
It's about like eating. I think it's Cheez-Its, but it might be Cheetos.
No, I've never.
Actually, I
seen
think it's Cheetos. They're like talking about how they're eating each other's Cheetos, but like they're singing "It Wasn't Me," but they're singing it and they're singing it really badly. Like they like especially Ashton Kutcher can't sing, and so he sounds terrible the whole time. And they didn't like do anything to fix his voice because it just sounds bad. And he's like, I even got you on camera.
No way!
You even had them in the shower. That's what he sounds like. It's really bad.
That sounds really good. I don't know what
Yeah, I
you're
was
talking
gonna
about.
say maybe you sing it good.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher together, I just think of when they were defending that rapist.
He's actually a really kind of a nice guy when I knew him. So maybe don't go too
Yeah, he
hard
never
on him
raped
for
me.
raping people.
Yeah.
That was basically what they said.
You have to look behind the rapes.
So
man
I don't
behind
know
the
what that's
rapes.
all about.
This was apparently a Super Bowl commercial.
Them defending a rapist?
Oh, you're sucking on the sofa.
Sofa!
Oh my god.
And then Shaggy's actually in it too. Shaggy's
That-
part's good.
That's good.
See Shaggy.
I was gonna say because Shaggy actually
That freak
he
with
made
the
a
dog?
collab album with Sting, and that was one of the greatest things he's done.
One of the greatest things he's done.
Oh man, Shaggy's awesome.
So is Sting.
Until you get to know
Sting
him.
is awesome. You know, he played Fade Rotha in the original David Lynch Dune.
Did he make the rat and cat device?
He was in the B movie.
Really?
The cat strapped to a mouse or a rat device?
No, I think that was the Baron Harkonnen.
Oh yes.
I'm not gonna talk about Mila Kunis' best friend.
He was nice when I knew him.
Yeah, he never raped me.
Do you think he wears sunglasses in prison? I just can't see him without sunglasses.
Guys, let me check my Hat Kraken notes real quick.
You had Kraken history?
My Hat Kraken notes. Let's see if I got anything in here.
don't
I don't
make
think-
jokes about sexual assault.
John, this game is
Guys,
dark.
I do have a little thought that I had in here the other day. If someone created a toilet and it was like became like the norm, this toilet, like with with all like the AI stuff that's coming out now, and I feel like
Like Norm Macdonald? Like
No.
a Norm Macdonald toilet?
exact no, like if someone created a toilet with AI that like like announced all the very specific details of your movement.
Your bowel movement.
Yeah, so like like you flush and
In
it's
Norm
like
Macdonald's voice? It's like,
No.
oh, you had a lot of corn.
no.
What's up
nothing
with
to do
that?
Norm.
Okay.
A little runny today, huh?
See you at a barbecue.
You bought a toilet that can speak to you.
Is that what you meant?
No, I didn't mean anything about Norm.
So why'd you bring him up?
I said it became the norm.
Like Norm Macdonald.
No, nothing about.
Do you
Norm
know any other
Macdonald.
norms?
If your toilet became Norm. I'm very hungry.
Hey, where's my body?
Okay, keep that corn coming.
No, I was just thinking it would be funny if there was a toilet and like you flushed it and it was like, now flushing your 16 ounces of yellow diarrhea.
I can tell you've had 12 cans of Dr. Pepper.
Did you beat Super Meat Boy recently?
But I just think it would be so funny.
Congratulations.
Like, imagine if you're at the urinal and someone's in the stall next to you and like you.
And they're like,
just
too much
hear that.
asparagus.
Now flushing
that.
8 fluid ounces of
You
urine.
guys smell that? Jesus Christ.
Ah, you need more fiber in your diet, champ.
And lay off the corn. How about a banana?
Why does he kiss every brain?
He just
his
loves his
friends.
friends.
He's just he's a big fan of intelligence.
That was cool. Forced perspective. What's your favorite forced perspective image?
Oh, that time in Moral
Everything
where they
in Lord of the
made
Rings.
The church big.
When they make all the normal sized guys look small.
Oh my gosh, I never even
You
thought
think
about that.
Elijah
I thought
Wood
they
is
start-
normal?
Guys, I hope they make Lord of the Rings episode 4.
Why? Because he fails
They
his mission?
are. Didn't you hear about that stupid Gollum movie that they're making?
That's episode 1.5.
They're making a Gollum movie?
Yes, and Andy Serkis is directing it.
Oh, boy.
I wish it was Andy Dick instead.
Andy Dickens.
Andy
Andy
Dick.
Dick.
Who the hell is Andy Dick?
He was a clown.
What?
He was a clown.
You know, like John Wayne Gacy?
He was a clown.
Who is this coin?
Come on, that's really funny.
Come on, that's
Come on,
really
guys.
funny.
You know, I've tried to use coin in Wordle before, and it tells me it's not a word, and it makes me so mad.
Why?
Coin
Coin is
is
so
a word.
clearly not a word.
it is.
Coin is a word.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's an
Yes.
archaic version of clown. That's
Oh.
why you could say, who is this coin?
Interesting. I never knew.
Which is famously the most devastating insult you can ever say to someone. Who is this clown?
Yeah.
Tell us why.
Because not only are you calling them a clown, but you're calling them not even a good clown, but an unknown clown that no one's ever even heard of.
True. The saddest, lowest low you can reach.
But doctor, I am this coin.
What the hell?
Oh, that man.
What?
Very obscure VeggieTale reference. Smash subscribe button if you laughed. Oh, King George!
Walter! Put your dick away, Walter!
Put your dick away, Walter.
I'm not having sex with you right now.
I'm not having sex.
What made you think of that, John? He didn't sound like that.
He looks like Mike Ehrmantraub.
Walter!
He looks like Finger.
Walter!
Finger. Kid named Finger.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Breaking Bad joke.
Doesn't even make any sense. It's so many layers deep for
Today-
no reason.
Today we're gonna finger paint. Kid named Finger.
I like that it became so famous that, like, if you watch Breaking Bad clips with Mike in it, it'll be like, yeah, Finger was great in the scene.
Have you ever seen that picture of a guy that is taking a picture with Giancarlo Esposito, and he
Yeah.
has a picture of the Kid Named Finger picture, but it's it's like that meme impact font when it's just a shirt and he's like taking a picture with Giancarlo Esposito and it's like when she nut and you still like when you nut and she's still sucking but you a gangsta and it's like it's kid named finger picture, yeah. And it's just
It was a shirt. I thought it was like a printed out.
No, Giancarlo Esposito looks like so unhappy.
I feel like I've seen that picture. I could have sworn it was like a printed out piece of paper that he's like holding.
Yeah, he is.
Oh no, it's when she's sucking on you are nuts and you a gangster.
What is this shirt? Oh, that's something different.
Doesn't Giancarlo Esposito look so happy?
Have you seen that video where it's a guy doing a bunch of impressions of the Breaking Bad characters? I think there's been a few of them, but I think it's just called Jesse We Need To. And it starts out, you just hear Walt say, Jesse, we need to fuck. and Jesse's like, Mr. White, what the fuck? And he's like, Jesse, Gus is going to kill me, and then he's going to kill you. Now just take off your pants. And there you hear Mike.
Mr. White, I'm not doing any gay crap. He doesn't say crap.
No, he doesn't. And then you hear Mike, he goes, he's right, Jesse. Now take off your clothes.
All right. Since we all know this show better, let's do a scene of Breaking Bad.
And then
Who wants to be Walt?
And then Gus calls and he says, I need there to be poop.
Did they do the gay stuff?
3
I need
kilos
there
of it.
to be poop.
I need there to be poop.
Not yet, they're working on it.
We're just getting started. Like, boom, wow. Play Sinestro.
I got some guys working on it.
Here's what you're gonna do.
You're gonna go
Just like-
downstairs. You're gonna do
Grab
your
the
laundry.
lube.
Just like any day that ends in Y, and then you're gonna have some poop.
You're gonna have
You
yourself
listening to me?
a bran muffin. Not blueberry, not chocolate chip. It's bran today.
You know what bran is?
When you finish that muffin, you come straight back here. You don't stop anywhere.
Then you gotta start sucking on his nuts.
You come to me.
Then you come on.
You don't
me.
come to anyone else.
Yeah.
You come to me.
Your
Then when
contributes will be to me exclusively.
When you get here, you're having 3 cups of coffee.
He's from New York, dude.
Now he's from New York.
You get your dog.
Get your dog.
Take him for a
Get
walk.
3 cups of coffee.
New York Mike.
Have a little coffee talk.
New York finger.
New York finger. You give him the New York finger and you keep walking.
You know who I am? I'm New York Finger.
They call me Finger. Kid named
Now,
Finger.
come on, let's have a slice, bada bing, bada boom.
We call it Piz here. You wanna have some Piz?
Learn the lingo. Here's a book.
Mike. Now pick up.
This is the Bible.
Now pick up. Now pick up your
Yeah.
baba ganoush. We're leaving.
There's a reason they call it the good book.
It's really good.
I like the characters.
Jesse, I can't afford an audiobook. Read this to me while I drive. Okay. In the fucking beginning.
Why is Jesse an Italian man now? Hey, bada bing, bada boom. In the beginning, God says, capiche. And a world is there.
And
God
the
says
fucking
kaboom and there's a
beginning.
world.
More like you're trying to be Chrissy from Sopranos. I am loyal to my capo.
Leave the gun, take
I-
the cannoli.
Love. Psychonauts.
Me too. I'm glad we
I don't think he really meant it when he said, I love Psychonauts.
When you're ready to poop, you hold it.
Take your pants down.
We don't want that first one. We wait for the second coming.
You gotta understand, Walter.
It's like a drug test. You
This
don't
guy's
use the beginning of the
serious.
P. You use the middle of the P.
This guy's serious.
It all smells like buttered popcorn. It all comes out the same.
If you hear Norm MacDonald talking, you're doing it right.
When you're taking a drug test. You
Hey, Walter! Still got pee in your asshole?
Who is that supposed to be?
It's Norm MacDonald toilet. He's making a cameo in this episode.
I like how your shoulders went up like you embarrassed about it. It's Norm Macdonald toilet.
I can taste the chemo in your urine.
You've got cancer, right? That's why you're doing this whole thing?
Shut that thing up.
Walter, turn off your toilet, Walter.
No, if you turn off my fucking...
Mike, I can't turn off the toilet. I need it.
It tells me if I have cancer.
The toilet narrates what I'm doing. I always forget.
It's not my call.
I gotta call Gus. Keep the toilet on. Can't do him.
Please, just return that toilet. Ah!
John?
But you can call me Gus.
But you can
But
call
you
me...
can call me
please.
Sus.
My stomach hurts so bad. You have to let me go. Not yet.
Not yet.
Wait until tomorrow, like we planned.
Back it down.
Gus,
Like you do.
I have to go so bad.
If the turtle pokes his head out, you whack it with a hammer like whack-a-mole.
But I don't want you shitting in that talking toilet.
Just picturing Walt like standing like in a horse stance with like a mallet.
If you see Monty Mole, you know what to do.
Walter Jr. comes home. Dad, what are you doing?
What's coming out your ass?
Why?
Why are you doing this?
Flynn, I'm cool.
Flynn, I'm cool.
You don't understand.
Want to be like your old man?
I'm doing this for the family. Everything I've done for you. He's smacking
shit
back his ass.
Dad, the toilet was $20,000.
It sounded like a weird amalgamation of Jesse and
He's like, no, Walt is like showing Walter Jr. the toilet. He's like, yeah, pretty cool, huh? What do you think? What do you think of your old man's new toilet?
I got that with the car wash money.
He's like, yeah,
Remember the car wash?
pretty cool.
It's cool, I guess. I'm gonna go back to the website.
It's just on a blank page.
Dad, someone just donated $20,000. Yes, we can use this for another toilet.
I need to poop twice.
He's giving his son the Heisenberg voice.
This time, we'll get
Every
Gene
time.
Simmons from Kiss. It'll lick my asshole clean.
Gene Simmons bidet, it's just a tongue.
Yeah, it's a giant tongue.
It's Norm Macdonald's
Just
AI
constantly
tongue.
flicking.
What? What's that?
That's the Gene Simmons sound.
Oh, okay.
You know the Kiss opens every concert with the national anthem? I don't know
cool.
why that's so funny to me.
They say, "Are you ready to rock?"
Are you ready to... Oh, say, can you see?
I wanna rock and roll.
Alive.
God bless the USA.
I think Kiss is going to go to hell when they die.
Of course they are. Have you seen the face paint?
Of course they are. Knights in Satan's service.
Everyone knows that. You've seen the face paint.
You've seen the
They're evil.
You've seen the memes. You've seen
They're
the lore.
they're evil people. They're not good guys.
Yeah, they're going to hell when they die.
It's
In
like
fact,
the I think you should leave thing with Santa Claus when he's doing the interview and he's like he's like how did you feel about doing he's like, let's talk for a second about the nudity in the movie. How did you feel about that? And he's like, the script called for it. He's like, I'm not ashamed. He's like, it's an important part of Detective Crashmore's journey. He's like, I've seen every cock on the planet. It's like, what? I've seen everyone naked. It's like, you've seen everyone naked. Yeah, check if they got tattoos. If they do, they get no gift.
That's true.
It's like, well, you're saying if you get a tattoo, you don't get a gift? It's like, you think getting a tattoo is good? Getting a tattoo is not good. It's like, I don't care about it, but it's not good behavior.
I don't know.
I
if,
share the same sentiment.
I don't know if it's just because I've haven't seen him in anything besides it, but he's been getting a lot of work since being in.
I
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
I think you should leave.
Like Corn Cob TV. He was in that.
Don't hook me, I'm scared.
Or is it just Cobb TV?
Corncob TV.
Corncob
It's
TV.
Corncob TV.
Yeah.
When he's got bare ass dead bodies falling out of caskets, shit ass wood.
Busting out of shit wood and hitting pavement.
People accusing me of rigging stuff. I didn't rig shit. I didn't rig fucking shit.
I've been waiting for a long time for a hit on Corncob TV. I didn't fucking do this. I think I could probably quote that show front to back. I've seen
Really?
all of it so many times.
Quote the one with the
could-
Scrooge episode.
You could quote it: bare butt, balls and back.
My neck.
My back.
Lick my nose and my hat.
Kraken.
Was there an episode with the
Kraken.
like the dealer, like the gambler persona, or is that only in a commercial?
That was in the characters. It was in the characters.
The characters?
Yeah, the characters is a show on Netflix that predated I Think You Should Leave. Where they
Oh,
would
I
have-
thought it was a trailer for I Think You Should Leave.
No, that's a skit from the characters.
Oh.
He did an episode of the characters, and that's where I Think You Should Leave came from. Where he did it's basically an episode of I Think You Should Leave. It's
Interesting.
where like the Pointer Brothers skit came from, and where he did those wrestling. They do those like wrestling promo interviews. He did a bunch of those.
What are the whitest kids you know, guys, doing anything?
One of them's rotting in hell. I don't know what the other's doing.
Trevor Moore is in hell for his
Face paint.
Face paint, yeah.
John has just decided he's just gonna play the rest of the night.
I haven't died yet.
I picked the easiest game for children.
When you were saying, what was it, like, the poker guy? Was that what you said?
Gambling
Gambling, yeah. I don't know why it made me think of the bit where Tim Robinson plays, like, the straight man, or, like, the more normal guy, and he, like, goes in, he, like, performs on stage. And, like, the people are all outside, like, we're gonna go nuts in there!
Oh, Jelly Bean?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, if you make me talk, I give you money.
Just, I don't know. Everything, all the bits on that show are great.
Mm-hmm.
Just the concept of, like, audience members, like, being so insane. We're gonna go nuts in there. Do you know that gnome's name?
What? Nomeo? And Juliet?
Noam Chomsky.
Noam Chomsky.
Noam Chomsky.
Remember they made... Are you familiar with that monkey where they're like proving that monkeys can talk? So they named him Noam Chomsky. And then he couldn't actually talk. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, basically... I mean, Noam Chomsky is a linguist, and he put out a paper basically saying how animals can't communicate like humans, which sets us apart. And these people were like, yes they can. And they named their test monkey Noam Chomsky as like a joke about the whole thing. And the monkey couldn't communicate.
Is he the monkey that plays Minecraft?
Just like that girl
No.
gorilla, I forget what her name is.
No.
Coco the gorilla.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were going to talk about the girl who jacked the dolphin off.
Oh, no. I was too busy jacking off to that.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? Have you heard of that story?
No.
It was this girl. She was a dolphin trainer, and she started like jacking this dolphin off, and
Just for fun?
Just something
Yeah,
to do, like a hobby.
I guess so. I don't know, but I don't know what her reasoning was. She was obviously not okay in the head for jacking off this dolphin, but
Oh,
she would
don't rush to conclusions.
she would do
You
it.
know her name, not her story.
Have you ever done it? How can you reasonably say that?
Yeah.
she would do it
You've never jerked off a dolphin. let alone-
regularly. She would do it regularly.
Yeah.
And then like this dolphin got used to it, and like they say that basically that the dolphin like grew attached to her because she was jerking it off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
As you do.
Then I think she like got fired or she left there or something like that, and then the dolphin killed itself.
I was going to say, I was going to predict that the dolphin was going to get, like, depressed and die.
Yeah, the dolphin killed itself after she left.
Wow. I would too.
That's how you, like...
Now, this could easily be another Bud Dwyer moment because I don't know if any of that's true.
No, I've heard that.
I remember seeing that story on Rooster Teeth Animated, like 12 years ago.
Right.
That
I've
was
definitely heard it told in that exact way. I just don't know if it's true.
That was a Budweiser tale, according to Elijah.
Budweiser.
Big Bud guy.
The king of beer's tale.
Oh, I love this from from Huffington Post. This This is a story on HuffingtonPost.co.uk. The title of the story is "The Girl Who Talked to Dolphins" (in parentheses) and masturbated them too (in parentheses video).
What is it? Clickhole, the one that has like all the weird videos.
Yeah.
Okay. I still like that one where it's like it's all for her, and it's like they're just like people walking in for like an old lady, and they keep bringing
They
in like
keep bringing soda.
yeah, they keep bringing in 2-liter sodas, and she's like having like an emotional moment.
One of my favorites is I can't remember what's happening in the foreground. It's like watch this. I think it's like watch a woman tell her husband that she's pregnant. While Conan O'Brien pours good milk down the sink.
Yeah.
And he's like, you like see him at one point, like he pours an entire gallon down, and then he grabs another gallon and opens it up, and he like smells it, and he's like, "This is good milk." And then he just pours it down
He just
the
nods
drain.
like, yeah, this is good, and then he pours it in.
I like the distinction. Good milk. Like if it was just milk, it wouldn't be as funny.
Conan O'Brien is the only funny man to ever have a talk show.
It's not true.
It's true. Look it up.
Why do they keep bringing that beady-eyed idiot to host the Oscars or Grammys or Golden Globes or whatever it's
Who?
called? I don't know. He's just
Keanu Reeves?
No, not Wholesome Man.
Keanu Reeves?
No, that's Wholesome Man, not him. What the hell's his name? Jimmy Kimmel? Is it Jimmy Kimmel that hosts those events?
Beady-eyed psychopath?
I don't
Jimmy
know.
Kimmel?
That beady-eyed freak.
That beady-eyed virgin?
I
Fuck
don't.
that guy!
I don't let my kids watch Winnie the Pooh because I don't want them idolizing a fat virgin. That was a clickhole bit, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of like
Fat virgins.
fat virgins, no. I was gonna say like titles that are satirical or misleading. That guy, it's not really related, but it made me think of this. That guy that what does he do? He makes those Twitter posts that are just like
Wint?
It's not Wint. It's
Oh, Dan Herschel.
Yeah, Darren Herschel. The one where he's like has the costume of him as like an army guy. And he's like, I love killing people. There was he did one recently where he's like dressed up as like an airplane pilot, and he has like an aged filter on, so you can't really tell it's him to like the people who don't know it's him. And he's like covered in blood, and he's like, no more listening to podcasts below 10,000 feet. And he's like he's like covered in blood.
I like the one where it was like, my wife's cancer has like ruined our sex life. And he's like, I'm horny, and apparently that makes me Adolf Hitler Jr.
There was
I think you
one
said it backwards. He says that part first.
No, he says the...
Oh, okay.
No.
There was one also, the one where it was right after he was covered in blood. He like he said that he had a job interview, and he posted a picture of the email he sent to the interviewer, and he said something like I don't remember what the subject of the email was or whatever, but he like sent, I don't know, a copy of his resume or something, and said something about how he's going to be late, and then he was like, please don't mind he was like, please don't mind the red stains all over my hands and shirt. I was doing something earlier.
Doing something.
There's a really good Twitter account that's just called Deleted Dan Herschel Tweets. It's just like, the stuff that he deletes are like as good as the stuff he keeps up.
He just sneezed his brain out.
We've all been there before.
Game over.
TV. John, why'd you pick the dark level?
Is that him that has like the video of it's like an older video of his. He's like completely bald back then. I don't know if he's does he
No,
still
not
bald now?
not the I love eating shit thing.
Oh yeah, he's got like the tattoo on his,
No,
on his
it's a
forehead that
different
says like
guy.
I love eating shit. He's like,
Oh,
guess
yeah.
who just got fired for, you guessed it, being white.
and then there's like a follow-up where he can't get the tattoo off.
He's like, hey, if you put a tattoo in your head, make sure it can come off. And he's like rubbing it really hard and it won't come off.
That's Caleb Pitts.
Completely different guy.
Yeah,
They should collab.
they should kill themselves.
Why did he say that?
This is a really good one too. He just says, "I just need tonight to be over."
The chain makes it great. Again.
I'm trying to find the one about the job interview, the email we sent.
Who's doing
was
something?
doing something earlier.
It was something like that, yeah. So here's a picture of him with like it's like blood splattered all over the roof of his car, and his hands all red. And the interview, the email, the subject is just interview, and it says he sent it, and it says
Why did he attach a picture of himself?
It says, "Hope you're having a great day. I'm super excited for the interview later. I just want to warn you in advance that my hands and face are covered in red dye because of something I was doing earlier. Don't be alarmed. Talk to you soon, Dan." This was what he posted right before that. He said, "Crypto took everything from me. Now I'm taking it back." Yeah, he's funny.
The I love killing people is one of his best ones, I think.
It's so simple. It's so funny.
His stuff shows up on my feed all the time, and I never even know. I don't even realize it's him half the time.
Really?
Yeah, and then I realize like.
Realize.
That's right. He says, "About to pick up the most beautiful Uber passenger in the world."
Is it roses?
Yeah.
Kind of looks
So
like
creepy.
it looks like Flamin' Hot Cheetos, like chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah.
Wait, this looks like Flamin' Hot Cheetos or it looks like chicken?
A Flamin' Hot Cheetos covered chicken. There's nothing confusing about that statement.
There's nothing inappropriate about what I said.